Good morning, good day, good evening. I really need to set up a way to actually mute my microphone in software so I don't have to fiddle with the knob every single time I go to start a stream. When will there be a Temple OS video? That is a very good question. I don't know. When I go back in time and do it before there's thousands of other Temple OS videos already and everyone's already just done it entirely to death. That's when I'll do a Temple OS video. I don't know, maybe I'll do it at some point. It's just not something that's ever super appealed to me, I guess. But it does sound kind of fun. So I'm going to show you my face. Here we go. Should probably do that and get off the starting screen. Here we go. Yay, things are working. You know what I did today? I almost started the podcast without making any mistakes whatsoever. So, my one little mistake that I did is I forgot to go and post about the podcast going live. I've done that now, so that's all been dealt with, but I almost started without making a single mistake. It's a rare thing to happen, but one day I'll finally get there. Today's not that day, but one day it will certainly happen. Here is a picture of Patrick from from Mr. Krabs Overdoses on Ketamine. There you go. There's a picture for you. And I've got a question. Should I add a Navi Pog emote into the Discord? Because I'm thinking that I probably should. I'll replace like one of the other Pog emotes that I have and put that one in there instead. I think that's a better plan. Haven't watched it yet, but I'll wait, what haven't you watched? I don't know what you haven't watched, but yes. Should I add this, the Navi Pog emote into the Discord? I feel like I probably should, and if I get one person saying that I should, I'm gonna do it. Actually, I'm still gonna do it anyway. I just want someone's opinion on it. Oh, Take the Tea episode. Right, okay. We already have Pogora. Okay, that's fair. I'm not gonna get rid of that one, that's for sure. Maybe I'll just get rid of one of the other emotes that no one uses. Yeah, I know what my podcast is. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot that's what you're talking about. My mind already forgot that I'd mentioned the podcast altogether. So, whatever. That's just what happens here. You've sort of come to accept that I am really bad at holding my train of thought at this point. So, I don't think there's anything that's ever going to change there. I think it's always just going to be an absolute mess. Also, at some point, I don't know, my dog may walk into the room because I've got my door open. Because I've got a package showing up later for my, my university plaque. And I want to get that when that shows up. And if I don't have the door open, I'm probably not going to be able to actually hear it show up. So, yeah. Dog may show up at some point, and then, you know, we get a dog clip. But she's sleeping right now. Anyway, let's actually go and play the video game. Here's my Steam client. Whoop. Yay. Unlike the Valorant stream, I made sure to go and update my graphics drivers just before I did this, just in case anything was going to happen to break. And then I restarted my system because I know that whenever I update my graphics drivers, everything dies and everything breaks. So, hopefully we're all good today. Knowing my system, though, something is going to break. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's never going to be perfect. Still watching Super Cub? What's it about? I might watch it. Basically, imagine... Initially I was gonna say Yudu Camp, but basically what it is, it's a walking Honda ad. So, this girl, I think her parents are dead, or they abandoned her, or I don't know. She doesn't live with her parents, she's like middle school or something. And she has a very depressing life because she's in middle school and has no parents. And for some reason, she decides that after seeing, like, someone at her school with a moped, she's like, I want to get a moped. She goes to buy one. The only one there is that she can afford is, like, I think it's, like, $100 or $200. So whatever that works out to in yen. I can't remember. I worked the price out a while back, but she buys this this Honda Super Cub, which I don't know why it's not launching. She buys this Honda Super Cub for dirt cheap, and the guy who sells it to her is like, "Do you want to know why this is cheap? It's because people have died on this bike." And she's like, "Okay, I'll buy it. It's cheap." So she's not the brightest girl. Anyway, she buys this Honda Super Cub, and she basically falls in love with it, and falls in love with just riding this moped, because in her mind, it's the only fun thing in her entire life. So it actually does an interesting thing with colors, where when she's just at school and chilling about, basically there's not really much color in the world. It's like, you know how when people say they have depression, like there's less color in the world. It's basically doing that in like a graphical sense. So they actually just desaturate the world while she's just doing regular things. But when she gets on a bike, she then actually starts having fun, and over time she meets someone else at her school who also has a Honda Super Cub, a different model but same bike. And they slowly become friends. And she starts, like, introducing her to, like, the things you can do with your bike. Like, oh, hey, look, maybe you could get, like, this storage box you can put on the back of it. And maybe you could get this basket to put on the front. And then I think the latest episode that came out, or I guess it would have been last week now, she actually gets herself her first part-time job. Basically just doing a paper run. But she finally gets to have some fun on this bike. And she absolutely adores it. It's a really sweet series. I do recommend it. It sounds sad, but it's got it. Imagine if Yuru Camp is kind of sad. That's what it's like. Just take the fun parts out of Yuru Camp. Just make it all like, I guess, about a girl who sort of has depression, and have that, because it has the same sort of, you know, thing where everyone in the series, for whatever reason, seems to love this thing. It's like in Yuru Camp, everybody loves camping. In Super Cup, everybody loves their motorbike. Like, even just random people in the school know exactly what motorbike she has. Just like, how no one would know this. Unless you're like, you also have a bike yourself. You would have no idea about this. But I recommend it. It's very, very good. That was my rant about... Actually, not even a rant. That was my TED Talk about Super Cub. The walking advertisement for Honda. Also, it is definitely an advertisement for Honda, because every single chance they get, they stick Honda branding on everything. It's like, hey, you want to have Honda branded gloves, Honda branded helmets, Honda branded bikes, Honda branded seat covers. Everything is Honda. Anyway, let's go see what Kokoro-sen and Nanana have to say. Don't remember where we left off, to be honest. I think... Oh, no, we beat the girl who turned into a car. Yeah. Or a bus, I guess. Why wouldn't she pick up? She likes you. She doesn't like Sen. Sounds like all the pizza in Code Geass. Oh, right. I forgot about... Was it Pizza Hut or Domino's? I can't remember which one it was. I feel like it was Pizza Hut. Yeah, I completely forgot about that, and I didn't even notice it while it was happening, but Super Cub makes it very obvious, because, like, Code Geass isn't about pizza. But if it was, it would be in your face all the time. Super Cub, like, the name of the Honda bike is literally in the name of the show. Okay, it was Pizza Hut. I love the way that Japan does product placement like that. Like, outside of... I wouldn't, like, I'd say product placement isn't really as obvious in places like Australia. I don't know if we have some sort of like regulations around it, but we do a very similar thing to what the UK does, where you will hide a lot of very basic things. Not as much as the UK, where they will just like hide every possible logo they can ever have, but in Australia they at least don't put it in your face as much. Which might be worse, 'cause that's more like a subtle way of doing branding. I don't know, it depends on how you sort of look at it.
ネットで調べます。いえ、その前に空手しませんけど。レイちゃん、ほんまに運動嫌いやね。嫌いなのではなく、憎んでいます。
Jeez, okay, that's a take to have on exercising. On that note, I probably should go and like actually exercise more, to be completely honest. Like, I've been pretty lazy with it.
さっきメフィスとフェレスが教えてくれました。
I noticed fairly recently that I've been putting on a bit of weight. Probably not the worst thing, because I was a bit underweight previously, but it's getting to the point where I think it might become a bit of a problem. Like, it's not like I'm like overweight or anything like that, but I'm starting to feel like I probably should do something. It's just that finding some time in my schedule to do stuff is annoying. Like, especially because I'm shifting stuff around, just trying to make a schedule where I can actually get days off. I've got Sundays off right now, but making it so like things don't bleed over all the time, and I'm always just like trying to be on catch up. Because being on catch up is just a tiring way to work, to be honest. I wonder if we're going to be fighting Antagonist in this arc as well. Maybe. Well, I guess this route. Yeah, route would probably be a better term for it. She is Sen's mother, but she also did murder a lot of people in your family. So, you know, it's still not a good person. So you're still gonna try to kill her? Okay, I thought for a second I didn't have my light pointing in the right location. Like the one off to the side there. Which I can't... Can I reach it? No, I can't reach it. No, it's fine though. It's probably slightly off where it should be, but it's good enough. I might fix it later if I feel like it. But I could also just be like Muda and just be like, lol, what are lights? I was watching a Muda video a bit earlier. He did a video on how Dogecoin had just completely spiked. It was going pretty well for a while, and now it's just shot up again. I think it's at something stupid like 69 US cents, which is funny meme number. I think it sort of stabilized at 69 cents as well. At least last I looked at it. But haha funny, it's at 69 cents. Whether that was planned or not is another question. I don't know. Haven't watched it yet. It's a good video. It's a Muda video. You know what to expect. Like, I don't need to tell you that a Muda video is going to be a good video. But yeah, he basically just talks about where he sort of stands with crypto, saying that he believes that it's going to be something that becomes, I guess, an actual legitimate currency further in the future. And the fact that things like BitPay and things like that exist, where you actually can go and buy groceries and stuff with cryptocurrency at this point. Not everywhere. I don't think you can do it for the most part in Australia, but you can buy gift cards here. It's just that using cryptocurrency as a currency is really annoying, because a lot of places treat it as like a stock, so you have to apply capital gains to it, which is really annoying. Makes it very difficult to use as a currency. Water. The lifeblood of humans.
しばらく付き合ってもらうぞ。
I don't know what I'm talking about.
私でいいんですか？
Streaming always brings out like the weirdest sort of part of your brain. Like, how do you hold a conversation with yourself for multiple hours? Because if you're not talking, I'm sort of in the same boat as a lot of people. If you're not talking, it feels like you're just not doing like a good stream. You're just not being entertaining. I have very minimal knowledge on crypto. I think a lot of people are in a similar boat. Like I don't know as much as a lot of people. I know enough to be willing to put some money into it. I don't know enough to be willing to inform people on whether they should put money into it. That's where I am though. I am not a financial expert. Do not yeet me, YouTube.
ならよかった。じゃあまずは好きな映画の話からだ。映画？喋るってそういう話なんですか？映画は見ないのか？
To this day, I'm still confused about how the word mining translates into digital, non-tangible resource. Yeah, okay, it's mining's a weird term for it. Basically, what it is crunching numbers. You're trying to compute these very large mathematical equations, and as you compute them, the equations get harder and harder. Mining is not at all a good metaphor for it, but that's basically what it is. Wait, are we actually gonna shill a movie in here? Or is this gonna generally talk about genres? I wonder. You certainly look like someone who likes horror movies. You look like someone who just doesn't ever do anything but watch movies. Oh, okay, they're just gonna talk off screen, okay. Does anyone benefit from the computations that occur other than the person mining? Depends on the structure of the coin. So in some cases you'll have a blockchain attached to, say, like a video platform, for example, and you may have it so when people mine, a fraction of what gets mined is then sent to the people on the platform. But it does very much depend on how the coin is structured. I believe with Bitcoin, the miner gets all of it, except for the fees to actually operate on the blockchain. But don't quote me on that. I don't know as much as some people on it. I have a general... if you ask me to explain how the computations work, I got no idea. But I have a general idea of it. And then it gets more confusing when you get into things outside of mining. When you get into things like proof of stake and... I think there's one called proof of person as well. Mining is the one that people generally look at as the one that's incredibly power inefficient, because that's what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is a mined coin. Bitcoin is a proof of work coin. Proof of stake, I'm not sure how it exactly functions, but it operates on... or the amount you make is based on how much you currently own. I don't understand the technicals behind it. I'm sure different coins implement it in a very different way. Time for na-na-na. I've barely been paying attention to what's going on in these phone calls. Yahoo! Purgatory. Where else would she be? Alright, we're going to see the, Oh, we're right at the end of the game. Okay. What or who defines the computations to be solved? Are they auto-generated? I'm not 100% sure on how that functions. I believe it's something to do with the yeah, that one I'm not too sure about. It's something mathematical nonsense. I believe Yeah, I'm not going to give you an answer. I don't actually know about that one. I'm guessing that the way you generate them, or the way you get them is generated. I know they're not obviously made by hand. That would be nonsense. Like, that would be... No one would care about cryptocurrencies if they were made by hand. I don't understand exactly the technicals behind that part.
大丈夫。危険な場所だと思うし、ナナナは静かに隠れてて。
Wonder if Nanana's gonna die again this time.
ナナナ、静かにするのはあんまり得意じゃないけど、隠れるの
I
は
just
得
realized
意
we're
だよ。
gonna... If we might have to fight Antagonist again. That was the boss fight that took like 20 minutes.
得意じゃなくても、おとなしくしてて。
At least we have Nanana now, so we now have a ranged attacker that could work fairly well.
勇者が恐れおののくくらいおとなしく待ってるよ。だから、レイも、みんなも早く来てね。
What I do know is that proof of work coins are very power inefficient. Power inefficient is it's a nice way to put it, I would say.
新しい試練を追加しておいたぞ。言わずもがな。次は変国の最終
Yeah, final layer of purgatory.
覚悟して臨むのじゃ。
Endpoint number 2. The question is this actually the end, or is it going to go into this final stage at the end, or is that, or don't we see that until the third run? We might not see that until the third run, to be honest. Do we have... No, we don't have Torment's Purify. Power Glutton, yes, pretty much. It's like, hey, do you... I think it... Okay, to be fair to Crypto, when people say it is a power hog, they're also ignoring the fact that... And I've done this myself in the past, I'm not completely immune to this. Ignoring the fact that the existing... the existing monetary systems we have are also massive power hogs as well. It's just that Bitcoin... Or it's just that there are more cryptocurrencies. So, while Bitcoin itself might use as much as a good portion of our currency system, we also have thousands of other coins as well. Which sort of adds up to a... From what I understand, adds up to more. But if we're talking about useful benefits of computations, I don't think that cryptocurrencies are too high up on that list. Like, if you want to be doing something, I guess, productive with your computations, there are things like folding at home, or if you wanted to do something not productive, but probably even more productive, to be honest. There's things like, what is it, Minecraft at home, which is basically folding at home for Minecraft. But, yeah, if you want to use your computations in a productive way, rather than just wasting your money on mining, because here's the problem with mining as well. Unless you're in an area that has really cheap power, or basically free power in a lot of cases, you won't make any money. It's better now that we're in basically a big bull run and every coin is through the roof, but even so, it's still difficult to make money, and in a lot of cases you're basically going to be paying off your power bill, which, you know, isn't exactly a great use. But yeah, doing things like, say, working on, say, cancer research or something, that is actually a productive use for free, I guess, free computational power. But I can understand why people don't do it, because they want to actually get some direct compensation for what they have. Speaking of crypto, though, one thing that was... I love when Nvidia released their new cards, and I'm like, oh yes, we're going to... I don't know if you heard about this, but they decided they were going to put limits on... My game is really loud. They decided to put limits on the mining capabilities of for things like Ethereum while using their cards. Now, the problem with this is that it was done... They basically said that it was unhackable. And obviously, for something that was going to make millions and millions of dollars, Nothing's unhackable for millions of dollars. And that sort of got dealt with very quickly. But the problem with it is you still have to go through this fairly difficult process to actually unlock the card. So these cards are gonna basically... Wait. These cards are basically gonna have even less resale value, especially because they're also... Well, no, those cards are gonna be fine. The alternate SKU they're building. The alternate SKU they're building where... Or they've built, I guess, where... they don't have display out and they're actually just mining cards. Those have no resale value whatsoever. If it just evens out when... Then why are GPUs running out? Surely people are making money off it. Yeah, they are. They absolutely are. They're making money in places where you have cheap power. That's where you make money off of it. If you have, say, solar that can fully power your GPUs, or you're just generally in an area that has cheap power, yeah, you can make money off it perfectly fine. It's not a lot, so you need a lot of cards. But also we are in a silicon shortage as well. That's also definitely taking a big part out of it. So that's why you still see, even today, the next-gen consoles are still impossible to buy. I guess they're current-gen now? I don't know. I don't know when you stop calling something next-gen, it becomes current-gen. But that's why you still can't buy things like the PS5s and Xbox One X's unless you're also running the same software to scalpers are running, because everything's sort of suffering right now. And there are, luckily up until now, we've been pretty good where hard drives haven't been super affected, but that may be changing. Like, Mental Outlaw did a video on a, I think it was called Chia, which is, like, really picking up in places like China, which is mined by basically, I guess assigning sectors on your hard drive would be the best way to describe it. So, you don't need that much of a CPU, but having petabytes and petabytes of storage, yeah, that's gonna help out. Oh, I fucking hate the Xbox name skin. It's not a name skin. Doesn't make any sense. So you've got the Xbox 360. Now, 360 didn't make sense at the time, but it does make sense. Basically, the 360 means that it's like the device to power your entire family's life. That's not what it was, though. It was a gaming box. Oh, no, sorry. That was the Xbox One. 360 didn't make sense. My bad. The Xbox One, it was the one device for, like, your whole family. 360 was dumb. Now, the Xbox One Series X... I don't have an answer for you. Why is it Series X? I don't know. What the fuck did I just do there? PS2 to PS5, more sensible. Why did you not include the first PlayStation there? I'd say the first PlayStation made a lot of sense. Just, wasn't the first one just called PlayStation? I think it's fine to name your first device without a number. Like how, in a lot of buildings, you'll have the first floor, but it won't be numbered the first floor. I think everyone sort of understands that when it's, like, the first device, then you can just accept that it's, like, the first device. But yeah, PlayStation, or I guess Sony. No, I guess it would be the PlayStation division of Sony. We'll call it PlayStation. I guess PlayStation has a much better understanding of, you know, numbering. But look, Nintendo's nowhere near better for this. Like, they're just as bad. In fact, they might even be worse, to be honest. There is no, like, chronological, I guess, numbering in the Nintendo world. Obviously, like, some gaming sites called the PS1 the PSX. Maybe they're just thinking about the PlayStation 1 as, like, just PCSX at this point, and that's all they can think about. I don't know. But Nintendo's naming, their naming was sort of, at least early on, based on technologies that were coming out at the time. So you went... Also, Super Nintendo was just like a... That was a very 90s way of naming something. Very 80s, very 90s way of naming something. So that's fine. But like the N64, it's 64 because it has like 64-bit graphics. Like, that's cool. But then after that point, it's like, okay, well, whatever. GameCube. What's a GameCube? I don't fucking know. What's a Wii? I don't fucking know. Wii U? Well, okay. Switch? It can switch. Right, okay, sure. Yeah, what is numbering? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that they get their tech team to name stuff rather than the PR team. Because you've got things like... What? Or just think of the NVIDIA naming scheme, for example, where you'll reset the numbering every couple of generations. So it's just like, oh yeah, we have this completely sensible numbering scheme here. Fuck it. Fuck it, we don't need it. Get rid of it. Or Intel. Intel had their really nice structure with the i3s and the i5s and the i7s and then the i9s. But then they were like, okay, well, let's just have things that are i7s also be things that are like i5s now. Okay, so how do we know what's what? Well, work it out for yourself. Doesn't matter. Just who cares about consistent naming? The journalists out there will work it out for us. They'll come up with something for it. Smartphone industry. Oh. Yeah, smartphone industry is really bad for it. At least Samsung and Apple have like a mainline, I guess, way of numbering, except then when they decide to change it. Like, they were good for up until, I'd say, when they hit 10. Anything outside of their, like, their top of the line was absolute gibberish. That was, like, basically monitor naming at that point. Especially when you have different SKUs for different regions. Like, when it was different SKUs for different regions, it was just like, fuck it, you're never gonna work anything out here. It's impossible to do anything with this. But, like, up until, like, the Galaxy S9, it was relatively easy to understand what was supposed to be placed where in the ordering. Then it's like, hey, you want to have, like, the X and the Super X and the Max and the Maximus Max. See, I'm just making that one up. But basically, that's what you get. For a while, it was workable. And then they were like, fuck it. This is too good. We don't need this. But, you know, just imagine if the monitor naming industry had any sense. It's just like, can you tell me, even like what monitor you have? I'm sure you can't. I'm sure you have no idea what the model number of your monitor actually is. Because I have no... My voice is cracked then. Because I have literally no idea what my monitor is. I could not tell you. Oh god, I thought I was stunned. I was locked in there. Because monitors, I don't know why monitors are so bad. Maybe it's because they hold over from TVs. That could very well be it. And there's no naming in the TV world either. Unless you're running, I guess, one of the, like, super, super high-end. You have, like, a $20,000 TV, something like that. Over here, local smartphone brands just use words like Plus, Pro, Deluxe, seemingly without logic. My favorite is when you have a, when you have things like Plus, Pro, Deluxe, things like that, but there's no, like, I guess, understanding of what each of those words actually mean. Like, is Plus better than Pro? Is Max better than Deluxe? Like, I would assume Max is the best, but maybe Max isn't the best. Maybe Max just means maximum screen. Whereas the Deluxe actually means Deluxe performance. How about we just go, like, how about we just drop all of this and we're just like gooder, and just like keep adding ers to the end. the number of Ers determines how good it is. Or we could do something sensible and just use numbers. And not reset the numbering. So if we decide to start at, say, you know, the 100 series, the next one should be the 200. I forgot what number was after 100. The next should be the 200 series, then the 300. And then when you hit 1,000, you don't reset to a different numbering system. Then you just, like, the 1,100 and the 1,200, you just keep doing this. And you just do this for all time. And it'll be so simple. But I think part of the reason why they reset numbering, like, part of the reason why you have GPUs using, like, the 1,000 series is because 1,000 sounds bigger than 100. So it makes it sound like it's a better card. It's just a marketing tactic. It's a marketing tactic with no thought put into how it exists within the existing product stack. That's what it is. But honestly, there's nothing that's gonna fix this. Like, even... Maybe, look, okay. Maybe there is some hope that Intel, when they decide to start making GPUs, they're going to have, like, a sensible naming scheme. But this is Intel we're talking about, so I am holding literally zero hope. Oh, she's not that much lower level. Only like 4 levels lower. Still don't care because I'm never running Kokoro again, though. I wonder how long this last area is going to be because... Oh, this is the side area, but the last area we need to go to after this. Because usually... I guess usually... The last time we ran it, it took like 3 hours to get through the one area. Also, plain numbers sound boring, so they add shit like Pro Max Plus to make it sound more exciting. Well, yeah, that's what you get, like, the 6800 XT. Like, what the fuck does XT mean? Does it mean extreme? Like, maybe. I don't know. Or the Titan GPUs. Like... Oh, God. I hate tech naming. Tech naming is so fucking awful. GTX and RTX. Now, RTX, it makes sense they have a different SKU because it's like the... It's like, hey, this is the ray tracing SKU. But what are they going to do when ray tracing becomes part of the GTX line? So are you just going to, like, switch everything over to RTX? Or is now RTX also just not going to exist? I don't know. I just don't know. Well, yeah, it's in its own SKU because it's like a new thing they're doing. But like, one day it'll be part of the mainline stuff if they like continue to go down that route. I would call it, oh god, RGTX. No, I could see them doing that, to be honest. Don't give the Nvidia marketing team any sort of advice because they will take it. No matter how bad the advice is. Hey, look, Nana learns a new skill. It's a upgrade to Humpty Dumpty, that skill that's useless. It costs double, but it's still useless. Let's switch over to Nana and try it out. So it's... Wow, that's such a great skill. Sounds dumb enough to be real. Yeah. And when it sounds dumb enough to be real, that's when one of the Nvidia interns is going to actually take it as a good piece of advice. Lordy lord. How difficult is it just to, like, name products well? Like, it's not like a naming scheme hasn't been thought of. Like, as I've sort of been saying, like, numbering. Like, what is wrong with numbering? I know it doesn't sound like as exciting for marketing, but people know what they're buying. Actually, maybe that's the problem. You don't want people to know what they're buying. You want people to always be confused, so they buy something better than they actually need. Yeah, there we go. I've solved the entire problem right there. Confuse the consumer and they'll buy whatever you tell them to buy. Fuck, that's a lot of damage. Holy shit. Cool, that's the ending right there. That light getting brighter? I think it is. That's brighter than it was before. Wait, what's it running at? Yeah. Why is that at 70? What the hell? I thought I was getting blinded more than normal. My light was running at 72%. It's supposed to be at 40. Okay. Makes it easier to bait them to pick the more expensive one. Exactly. Exactly. That's why you have things like sticking XT on there and Titan and like, what's the Nvidia thing they do where they release like it's like a better version of existing card? What's the letter they stick on the end? I don't remember. Oh, and then it gets even more confusing when you start doing like refreshes of the same cards. So you release the same cards with a different product number. TI, thank you, yes. Titanium, yeah. I think. Is it titanium? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think anyone's been able to explain what the TI is supposed to mean. Get over here. Oh, ha, you're stuck. Ah, lovely. Oh, the AI caught up. Oh, damn. I guess I was too close. Still close enough to be hit, though. Nice. I'm sure that, like, I've never done, like, a marketing degree, but I'm sure there's something about this taught in a degree like that. Where it's just, like, confuse your customers to make sure they buy whatever you tell them to buy. Maybe that's also why, like, product pages never really include, like... Oh, I guess for GPUs, never really include, actual benchmarks. It's always these, like... hey, look, it's 50% better than some other card in some unnamed test. Not providing you any numbers for it, but it's the bar is bigger. It's better. AMD is really bad for this. Nvidia is just as bad as well, to be honest, but AMD I've noticed is really bad for this. Maybe because AMD just like AMD sort of needs to like take some sort of market share in the GPU world, because outside of like what was I saying? I don't remember. Related to the Wayland video, didn't you mention in an old video that X11 screen locks or X11 lock screens are inherently insecure? Yes, they are. They are inherently insecure and they're just not possible. They are more insecure on Wayland because they are not possible to do properly. Yeah, you shouldn't be running a lock screen on X11 anyway, but okay, there's a couple that are decent. That actually do stuff well. But for the most part, yeah, you shouldn't be touching them. What can we sell? Sell those ones? We don't need those. Yeah, get rid of that. That one in... Did we just get... Wait, what did we even get? Oh, that was one of the ones we got. Mirror image, Pride of Sorrow. Wow, that's really bad. Yeah, if I remember correctly, the problem with X11 screen lockers is, for the most part, they don't actually properly lock the system. So because the way the Linux display server architecture works, if you can crash the display server, then you can just get past the lock screen. There's nothing inside of the kernel that forces the lock screen to actually be a real lock screen. Yeah, if you can crash X or you can crash the screen locker, yeah. Whereas because of the way that Windows is built, where everything's more tightly knit, if you crash the display server in Windows, you blue screen the system. Like, you're not getting away with breaking through the display server on Windows. People joke about blue screening, but the reason why Windows blue screens for a lot of things, outside of the dumb stuff, mainly is because it's the easiest way to do security. If some application runs that shouldn't run, or if some application crashes that should always be open, just kill the system because it's going to be more secure. Because only Microsoft has let us steal your data and not these random apps you run. But you didn't hear that. I'm the ultimate quietist. This is everyone, right? No. Did you forget how many people are in the party? Wait, is Nanana just blind or something? Can she not see see that Sen and Coco are both here? Yes. Yes, I'm going to kill your mother. It's fine. You get over it. So the X lock screen is just a glorified overlay slash... I really need to put this chat window in the correct place sometime. Slash modal. Does the comparison work? For a lot of them, yes. The ones that have daemons that force them to reopen are better. Like the KDE lock screen, for example, it has a daemon that manages the lock screen in the background, that every time the lock screen shuts down, it'll force the lock screen back open. And a lot of the desktop environments do a very similar thing. There is also one lock screen I do know of that does do this properly as well. I think it's X Screensaver, which is a screensaver application, but also a lock screen as well. Okay, Sen has decided to kill her mother. Alright. Yes, the best characters. Sup, Memphis? How you doing? I want to know what Fellas and Memphis know. Well, That would be a good thing, to be honest.
その時は勝手にイデアを回収させてもらうわね。そんなことにはなりませんから。未来は必ず蘇りさせます。
Still undecided on the Crystar replacement? Kinda. Yeah, I'm still not sure.
さすがお姉ちゃんだ。
We've got plenty of time to work it out, though.
ではそろそろ最後の幕を開くとしようかの。ここは変国の底。
I'm probably gonna go with like Kingdom Hearts 1 or something, but I'll work it out. Honestly, I'll probably work it out the day before I do it.
そこでお主らを待っているのは
Because that's the kind of person I am.
あるいはもっと別の何かか。その目で確かめて。さあ、踊ってくれ。わしらを最後まで。退屈させないで。
Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe a Reddit stream? Maybe just to chill out and read some random bullshit article stream? I don't know.
帰った？苦手なんだよね、あの二人。
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Me6 was saying you wanted to see a Reddit stream.
結局、好きかって言っただけやな。私たちを見せ物とでも思っているのだろう。
You are kind of entertaining, Sen.
見ていたければ勝手にすればいいです。行きましょう。結末を決めるのは私たちですから。
Right on. Let's go. Oh.
さて、ナナナは自分を蝕む異変に気づいていないようじゃな。まだ影響が少ないからね。
Mm-hmm.
再生の歯車に近づけば。
Okay, so she's still probably going to die.
不確定要素。勇気の姫。どう動くかの。やつ次第で舞台の結末は大きく変わりそうじゃが。傍観者の僕たちにはもう関係ないけど。想像したらああ、愉快じゃな。
Alright then. Let's go! Are we done now? Is the cutscene over? Okay, cool, cutscene's over. End point number 2. Shop should be here. Let's see. Oh well, I burnt through my healing items. Oh god, this is gonna be rough. Okay. Okay, hopefully I get through all of this without using up all of my items. That would be good. I would like to, you know, not fail this area. That would be perfect, I would say. Switch to Sen, thank you. Can we not have these big beefy enemies here? They're just a pain in the ass to deal with. At least I can... I guess that works. Yeah, that'll work. That shoots to their health reasonably quickly. I remember the first time I came across one of these and how just annoying it was to deal with them. So they just have way too much health. At least, you know, they're not difficult to defeat, but they just fucking take forever. And with the early game abilities, you don't have as much piercing. So if you have multiple of them, yeah, they all take a long time. I fucking... Oh, God. Yes, thank you. Get rid of those fucking enemies. Yep, stop doing that. And these ones are just annoying in general. What do we got over here? Nope. Oh, it's just it's actually Revenant. Okay, easy. Ooh. I am already at a half health, and we've literally just started this area. I could just let them die, couldn't I? Yeah, that's actually a better plan. Then I don't have to deal with them. I forgot what. Yeah, it's on X, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh, the oh god, this takes so much damage. The because of the what is it? I guess the different filter on this area. None of this attack actually looks really different. Like every area has these different filters, but I haven't seen as much of a difference before. Like that is entirely different. Huh. Okay. Okay. As much as I'll like laugh about the combat in this game, one thing I will give it is the areas look really cool. Even if you basically are just running through the exact same area for the entire game, they still do look really cool. Even if the bloom is potentially a little much. Yeah, a little much might be a good way to put it. Maybe a lot of much. Get over here. Stop. I genuinely don't know what sort of look they're going for with this game, where it's like, let's have, you know how much bloom we need? We need so much bloom that you actually can't see some of the 3D models. But then the enemies have no bloom. So it's like they're all like matte colored. Very strange. Oh, except this guy who actually glows himself. Oh my lord. What are you doing? Stop doing that. Tomorrow there will be another Dead Cells stream though. Probably at night this time, because I've got to do a podcast in the morning. So it'll be like 8 PM my time, probably. As for the main channel stream, the time that's gonna be, I'm not sure. It'll probably still be night. But I'm going out with a mate on one of the days of the weekend. Gonna go play some golf, because I'm very white like that. I haven't played golf in a while, actually. And he's back in town because he does a mining job, so he's in town like every so often. Thought we should probably catch up. So yeah, golf, because golf's good. Yeah, it does. Awesome. That is so broken. It has like no spread, but if something gets directly in the way of it, it just dies. Oh, we haven't seen one of these guys in a while. I don't think we've seen a single one on this run. I like these enemies. They're actually fun to fight. The casters, I don't like. They're annoying. I'm happy the game didn't introduce more casters. It's just like, yes, there is this one caster. It's fucking annoying, and that's all you get. I don't think I've ever heard you mention Amatsuka Uto, so I was surprised that you posted Nabi in the Discord. I don't watch Uto, but I've seen some clips here and there. Most of the VTubers I watch are either in HoloLive or in Vishojo. There is a couple of exceptions on the EN side, but I don't watch any independent JP VTubers. Actually, I don't even watch any Nichi Sanji anymore, to be honest. I used to. But yeah, I did hear about Nabi debuting from Amelia, I believe. Yeah, Amelia talked about it. And then I went and saw some clips from it, and you know, the debut stream was actually surprisingly good, to be honest. From what I've seen, it seems to be surprisingly good. It's gonna be very cringe to her in a couple of months, but if your debut stream isn't cringe, then you have not grown. They lost Gibara. I'm not sure who Gibara is. That name is not ringing a bell to me. Ah, from Niji? Okay. Not sure who that is. Yeah, I can't pin down. What the fuck? I can't pin down who that is. But yeah, okay. I did talk a little bit about Nabi Mama. So okay, she's adorable. Her voice is absolutely adorable. I'll give her that. But have you just paid a bit of attention to her model? Because I don't know if I'm going insane, but I feel like her head is way, way too big. Like, it seems like her head's almost, like, 1.5 to, like, 2 times the size of how big it probably should be. I don't know if it's the head or if it's the fact that her hands are so tiny, but something about her body just seems really weirdly proportioned. Maybe it's just the, like, the angle that we're seeing the model from, but I think there's something off about the way she's designed. It's adorable nonetheless. Like, I won't take that away from her, but I think there's something weird about her model. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just completely insane. Either that or her body is way too thin. Yeah, that could be it as well. I don't know, there's just something weird about the way she's proportioned where, like, it's not a general thing with, like, the characters she's worked on. Because, like, Amelia and Uto look perfectly fine. Okay, yeah, cool, I'm not insane. Oh, one thing that's also kind of weird is, so Nene and Kanata did like a random 3D video together, and you can definitely like tell the differences between the age of their models, because Kanata's model, it very, very clearly is like less fluid, and the proportions are a little bit different. Like, it looks like Kanata is like, she's about the same height as Nene, but for some reason, like, her entire body seems, like, way bigger. It's not, like, a thing that exists on, with, like, the live 2D, but when you see them both using a 3D next to each other, there's something weird about it, and I guess it's sort of just due to the fact that, yeah, they are, like, Kanata's model is considerably older. It obviously has been worked on since she originally got it. But they've very clearly gotten better at designing their 3D models as time's sort of gone on. Unpopular opinions never will make a person insane. Okay, thank you. That's fair. If you go ask Reddit what an unpopular opinion is, it's whatever opinion gets you the most upvotes. Is it just a thing with Kanata's model? Okay, maybe it's just hers that's a bit weird. Now, if you want to see some, like, very mainstream opinions that people pretend are, like, unpopular, go to r/unpopular opinions. Because if you actually post anything that's really unpopular, then you'll just be downvoted. Maybe that adds into the gorilla effect. Maybe that's the reason why, like, her body's so weirdly proportioned. Because she's actually a gorilla. The lore grows deeper. The lore grows deeper every day. How did I walk into that? I've seen her besides Suisei, and her 3D is taller. Huh, okay. That's really strange. Do you know how tall, Kanata's supposed to be? Because I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be really short. Should be on the HoloLive wiki if you don't know. Okay, that was nothing. Let's go back to the exit. Well, this floor didn't actually take that long. Oh, she's tiny. Yeah, I think her model was just made to be too tall then. Or like they need to scale her model down or something. Because I think if you did scale her down to the height she's supposed to be, then she probably would look perfectly normal. Fucking hell, is a big area. I guess a lot of it in this place is a big, like, circle. So it's not that strange. Oh yeah, speaking of VTubers though, we need to talk about the new costumes that have been coming out. Costume week has been absolutely fucking hype. So I know we have Callie's new costume, which Callie's new costume is great. We have Callie's, we have Kiara's, we have Ina, and also then on the JP side, Toa, and who also had a new model or a new costume on the JP side so far? I'm not. Yeah, I don't. Or is Toa's the only one that's come out so far? Oh no, sorry, Watame. Watame had a new model as well. Kiara Firefox. I actually... Okay. So what was your prediction for Kiara? Because my prediction made sense, but I think that what she got is like makes more sense. So I haven't seen Kanata's then. I didn't realize that Kanata's was out. Okay. But Kiara, I was thinking like Farmer Kiara, because she had that straw hat, and like that just sort of made sense in my head. It seems to be more like a holiday Kiara, which, you know, also makes a ton of sense as well. Callie's, I was thinking initially was gonna be like Callie in a suit or Callie with like a leather jacket, but it's gone like full on rapper Callie, which honestly I really do like. It makes so much sense for her character. I think all of the costumes we're seeing so far make a lot of sense for their characters. Obviously with Ina being like Paint Arena, yeah, that was the only one that was like super obvious. Kanata's new outfit looks a bit like Suisei. She even has gloves. Ooh, nice. Are they fingerless gloves though? Because if they're fingerless gloves, then Suisei is gonna like be going after her. Callie's outfit was just perfect, yeah. And the fact that she had the fucking sunglasses. Those sunglasses were... Man. I was not expecting those to come out. I think Callie's outfit is... It's probably one of my favorites in all of Hololive, to be honest. But we haven't seen Ame or Gura yet. And I know we're getting Neko Gura. Because everyone in Hololive needs to be a fucking cat girl. Unless we're getting fucking trolled and it's supposed to look more like her Senzawa model did, which would be absolutely hilarious. And I could see Gura trying to get that to happen. But I want Neko Gura. That would be hilarious. Yeah, absolutely. Callie's outfit. Yeah. If you could picture Callie as like in some sort of rapper garb, yeah, that would be probably exactly what I would picture. The thing with Ina's though, Ina's is just like, it's really good, but it's not surprising. It's like, yes, that Ina is a painter. Like, yes, that's pretty much what everyone had expected. It's adorable, but it doesn't like blow me away as much as the Callie outfit did. Oh, but one thing I did notice, have you seen what Ina looks like in real life? Because there's something hilarious going on with her model, and I didn't notice until just now. Because as time goes on, Ina's model is looking more and more like she does in real life. Also, Kiara and Gura a duet. I haven't heard it yet. I need to go listen to that. Basically, Ina looks like a skinnier version of how she does in real life. It's like really fucking similar. It's almost too similar, to be honest. Well, yeah, it's pretty hard not to have seen, who Gura was in the past. Like, even though Senzawa did sort of become a VTuber later down the lines, there's so many videos of her prior to that. And then you have Ame, who was Sachio. Yeah, which is just like... There's so many fucking clips of her. Oh yeah, and obviously Kiara being Kikihime. Yeah, being like a cosplayer. Demon Dice is a little bit harder to see because she didn't do that many things online with her face out there. But towards the end of the time that she was Demon Dice, she did do some stuff like with face cams. Honestly, I'm so excited to see like who manages to like get into Hololive when they do EN second gen. Like who the fuck is even going to join? I've sort of talked about this before, but I can't even imagine like who's going to apply for that. Oh god, the map's too big. I can't even see where I haven't explored. This way. I only know that Ina's other online aliases are Nagu / Whoopafooty. I've not seen her face. Ah, okay. You can find her face fairly easily. But you know, I can see why some people don't particularly like sharing it around, but you decided to put yourself out there online. Like, once you decide to put yourself out there online, even if you want to have a different persona, that information's out there. And I don't think there's any reason to really try to hide it. She did a ton of Fate franchise-related art. Ah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. On Twitter, Kiara-chan was trending, and Kiara put out a tweet saying that she was sorry to the Fate Go fans because they thought that like the Kiara in Fate Go was trending. So she had like basically taken over the hashtag herself. That way? Where the hell up? I don't like this map. It's too big. Oh, this way. Okayu is a chunky girl IRL. I don't think I've seen Okayu IRL. I've seen the stuff that she did, prior to... I've seen the stuff she did with Korone prior to them being Okayu and Korone. But I haven't seen them IRL. You'll never catch up to Mirai.
それが少し変なんです。以前は近づけば未来の存在をしっかりと感じたのに、今は輪郭がなくてどこかぼやけているような、近いのか遠いのかすら。
If I'm not mistaken, the oldest person in Hololive is probably Luna. I don't know the ages of everyone, but I'm pretty sure Luna is the oldest.
それでもこの変国のどこかに存在しているなら必ず会えるはずだ。
If I'm not mistaken, she's like in her 40s.
そうだよ、心の言う通りだよ。なんでうちなんや。
Which, you know,
センちゃんやろ。
is actually fucking hilarious.
そう、センの言う通りだよ。
Yeah, like her old VTuber model. I think she was doing more like, she was doing more of a natural voice with her old model, but you can still hear like the Luna tone in there. But yeah, Luna is actually like really old. Honestly, I think that's part of the joke. Like, she's like, fuck it. I am the oldest person in Hololive. I'm going to be also the youngest. Screw it.
そうですよね。たとえぼやけていても魂を感じるなら未来はここにいるはずです。はずじゃなくて絶対だよ。信じないと。ありがとうナナナ。未来の魂は絶対にまだ無事です。
Something else I was actually kind of surprised about is that Hololive Indonesia actually got a second generation. Maybe it's because of how popular EN got, but prior to EN, like, ID wasn't really that big. I think prior to EN starting, like, maybe Eofi had the biggest account with like 90k subs. Has birthday stream goes from 0 to 0 years old. Exactly. Exactly. Look, Marin can be forever 17, and Luna can be forever 0. It kind of would make sense if Hololive Indonesia went from being Indonesia to be like Southeast Asia. I think that would be, because I know there's a couple of people who have actually said they would join Hololive, but they don't want to do it as like joining an Indonesian branch. They'd much rather join like if it was generally Southeast Asia, which I can sort of get. But it's probably going to merge into that anyway. Like, people outside of Indonesia are going to join. I don't know why they didn't make that the, like, direction they were going anyway. Seems kind of weird. Maybe there's a reason for it. I don't know. Just glad we have Ollie now? Yeah, I'm glad we have Ollie. And I really hope that at some point she actually gets to be able to stream with Connor. That would be so amazing. It would be a bit harder to get both. Yeah, it would be a bit harder to get both Connor, Iron Mouse, and Ollie. Because, you know, the fucking management stuff they have to deal with. But that would be hilarious. I follow one Filipino VTuber who's really close friends with Muna. She did say she would join Hololive if they became Southeast Asia. Yeah. There's surely a reason why they didn't go down that route, but I don't know how they manage stuff internally. But yeah, having just Connor and Ollie together would be so fucking hilarious. Because we've seen how bad Connor and Mousy get. So it would basically just be like it would basically just be Ollie simping to Connor the entire stream. The thing is, Moon did tell her she's technically allowed to apply, but that was her reasoning why she didn't take the invitation. Yeah. I can get it. Like, if you want to represent just generally Southeast Asia rather than representing just Indonesia, because if you're not from Indonesia, I can get why you wouldn't want to represent Indonesia in Hololive. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Maybe one day it'll happen. That would be really cool, though. Maybe the pot... Oh, I guess... I was gonna say maybe they didn't do it because it would make managing it really difficult. Because then you would need extra managers for the different areas. But then you've still got EN where you have basically people spread out across the world managing EN. So I don't know. There's obviously a reason why. A reason that we will probably never know. Oh, there we go. Got out of there. Oh my god, this takes so much fucking damage. Also, it's kind of too late because the PhD YouTuber I'm talking about already decided to lean towards Twitter. Twitch more. I said Twitter. God, Twitch more. Well, there are... As we saw with HoloLive China, like there's in HoloLive there's clearly nothing stopping them from doing Twitch if they want to. It's just that YouTube is the main platform. Obviously, China being a bad example with how that sort of went down, but Twitch wasn't the issue with that one. It was the it was certain people who had an issue with things that were being said. Ah, damn. Thought I dodged that one. Nope, there we go. There. Yeah. Rip Tia, except that she's still streaming as Tia. There is maybe potentially another VTuber who also uses the name Tia and has the exact same voice as Artia and has the exact same Discord as Artia. But she's definitely a different person. We promise. But yeah, it is sad to see Artia go, but it is awesome to see that she decided to actually keep streaming. Oh, finally that thing's dead. That took a while. Anything here? Okay, that's one path we can go. I guess. Yeah, that'll take us to the exit, presumably. Artia had a really bizarre brand of broken English too. Was also corrupted by Twitch lingo. Yeah. She is the, she is certainly a gremlin, that's for sure. Twitch is such a weird platform. I don't think I'll ever understand Twitch culture. Because the thing with YouTube is, YouTube's sort of been like, I guess pacified because general people just use YouTube. But if you want to go see something on Twitch, because Twitch is such a small platform relative to it, relative to YouTube, you still have this very tight-knit, weird, very different internet culture. I don't think it was immediately. She did take a break. I think she took like a month break or something. But yeah, she's been streaming for a couple of months again. But I can fully get why she'd want to take a break, that's for sure. Especially with how much people in HoloLive stream. Like, I know what it's like to make shitloads of videos. Like, at some point you may want to take a break. But I think streaming every day would be way, way more tiring than the way I do it. Like, yeah, making videos and editing them and planning videos does take a lot of time. But if I want to just take a day off and just push all my video making a day back, I can do that. But when you're streaming, you, like, have to be there. if you say you're going to be streaming at 10 a.m., you have to be there at 10 a.m. You can't just, like, you know, put it off to the next day or, like, upload something else. Need to find a clip of Tia. I can't remember. Wait, give me 1 second. I think I'll find her name. I'm sort of remembering it. Yeah, give me 1 second. Thank you. I forgot to turn my Wi-Fi on. Yeah, if I don't have my Wi-Fi on, that's going to be very, very useful. It is Hecatia, so Hecatia. But yeah, her model even, like, looks similar to Artia. She has the same color scheme that Artia uses. Basically, she decided to make a new model that was as similar as she could possibly get to her original model. But you know what? If that's how you want to play it, I can respect that. Sometimes you don't want to go and make, like, an entirely new character. You want to go and continue what you already have going, especially when you have people that want you to be back. They, like, want to see you just being the way you always were. Oh god, this is a long thing. Here? Yes, here. Here. There's probably nothing here, to be honest. There is a path here that leads to a dead-end room. Yep, cool. Wow, that was a great use of my time. And then this path, which leads to literally nothing. Literally nothing at all. Okay. Well, that was a good use of my time. Onwards we go! It feels like this area is going through way quicker than it did last time. It's odd. Because I remember this taking like 3 hours before. And I was like, can this fucking area end at some point? I specifically remember complaining how long this area was. Oh. Oh, she's dead. Well, that's bad. Items. Recovery. Well, that was easy. Then Kawate. At least you can't get really, why is my voice cracking today? I might, like, going through puberty in my 20s. At least you can't really get lost in this area. That does certainly help out a bit. Because it's just a big ring. If you just keep walking forward, you'll eventually find your way through it. I think she's also still streaming on Bilibili as well. Ah, you did find it? Awesome. Yeah. As you can see, literally just Tia. Like, she tried as little as possible to move away from her existing model. Which did help her have people find her again. Especially because you have Tia in your name and you look like Tia and you sound like Tia. People can work out who you are, but because of, like, contractual reasons, she's not exactly allowed to, like, say anything about her, like, VTuber past. Like, in her fan Discord, which she's actually in, which is awesome. I love that. I love that Tia, like, even when she was in Hololive, she was still in her fan Discord. No one else is, though. So there's clearly no contractual reason why they can't be, but they just aren't for some reason. Probably because it would be a big hassle to deal with, and it'd be pretty easy to get yourself in a situation where you would have to retire, as they put it. But yeah, it made it very easy for people to find her. But as I was saying, in her rules, she has one saying that do not speak about or do not ask about a VTuber's past, things like that. The normal typical rules. Probably in this case, because there are actually reasons where it's just like, yeah, you actually can't talk about the fact that you're actually in Hololive. It is the Kuma ghost!
こいつらはブルバキか。まだうちらの邪魔するんやな。
Tia used to show up in the HoloFans Discord and the Hololive subreddit. That's awesome. I think, wasn't she also the first mod on the Reddit? Or am I thinking of someone else? Or was it Coco that was the first mod? Here they come! I could be chatting with people in general chat and then boom, she just shows up randomly. That's awesome. That's just really awesome. Tia was first. Okay. I knew it was one of the girls who could speak English. I couldn't remember who it was though. But yeah, Tia seemed to like really get involved in the community. Everyone else takes very much like a more hands-off approach, which I can get, like because of the sort of like cover corp reasons of like you might get yourself retired and things like that. But like, it is awesome that at least someone was getting that involved. Coco obviously takes content from the Reddit, but she's still not like getting generally involved in it. So it's a bit different with her. Like she'd be like, oh, I want some memes related to like so-and-so guest who's coming on to the meme review, but like not just generally being a Redditor, I guess. These enemies just gonna chill here in this corner? I think they are. Or maybe it was just different on the China side. Maybe just the restrictions they had were a little bit weirder. Because I know China did do stuff differently. Yeah, that would be really hard to manage for sure. But like, even if they just decided to show up, like let's say the Cover Corp decided to just run like one main Discord server, and then the girls would show up in there if they felt like it, or even if they use the Holo Fan server, for example. The Yuki no Hime. Who else in this fucking world has the name starting with Yuki no? Could it be the Yuki no Hime? Fucking dumbasses. Anime characters are so fucking dumb sometimes. We done with this area? Oh. 58k. Oh my god, that's insane. I can't even imagine running a Discord server like that. Like, having 600 people is bad enough. And that's with only like 100 or so being active. I can't even imagine what sort of moderation you would need to manage a server like that. That's insane. And that's not even one of the biggest Discord servers. Like, there'll be ones out there way bigger than that. That's just stupid. They close their invites. Oh my god, that's great. Gotta get yourself more Discord mods before we have new members coming in. Yeah, I got what you were saying. Oh, it was in the air. I didn't even realize. Leak doesn't belong in that sentence. That's true. But it worked. Don't bonk me. No bonking. This is a no bonk zone. See? No bonking. Every time they open up, they get 2,000 to 3,000 new members. What the fuck? What? HoloLive has taken off so quickly. Oh my god. Like, as soon as there was that race between, what was it? It was Gura, Fubuki, and was it, who was the other person racing to 1 million? Was it Korone? I know there was 3 people in the race to 1 million. But once that passed, like, a bunch of others just smashed past 1 million with, like, no effort whatsoever. HoloLive is only bigger than ever. And I don't see any chance of it slowing down, because EN VTubers are only just like... EN VTubers are only really starting to take off now. Ever since like EN started, and then we have like VShoujo, and VShoujo's just getting massive now. I don't know like how big VTubing is going to get, because there has to be an upper limit somewhere. But I don't know where that limit's going to be. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing like some of the accounts start hitting like close to 10 million within maybe a year or so. Oh yeah, the fucking the Kizuna Eye live, like that is insane. If you told me like a year ago that EN VTubers were going to be doing actual live shows with someone like Kizuna Eye and Teddy Lloyd, I would have been like, you're fucking insane. No one cares about EN VTubers. But ever since HoloLive had the EN branch, everything's just gone insane. Like, sure, people like Nyanas and, like Senzao were big accounts. But nothing like we're seeing now. Oh yeah, it's definitely starting to feel more like a, well, now that opportunities like this are showing up, it is starting to feel like an actual proper group. I don't know where it's going to go, to be honest. I have no idea. It's only going to go up. Fruit got sponsored by Funimation. That's not the strangest thing. Because you will see, for quite a while now, you've seen Anitubers and VTubers getting sponsored by, like, Bookwalker, for example. And they'll do, like, Bookwalker streams. And then proceed to cry. Oh, that's sweet. Fruit is too precious for VShoujo. I'm surprised Funimation and Crunchyroll weren't getting involved earlier, to be honest. Like, they took quite a while to touch anything related to VTubing. Because you had, was it last year? Or was it early this year? Where you had Callie doing her, what was it? Ibasho. Yeah, she did Ibasho for Crunchyroll. No, it would have been this year. Only a couple months ago, yeah. She did, the English music for, Princess Connect. That one. I've lost track of time. That was only like 2 or 3 months ago. People used to find Fruit's voice grating. I feel like that's more of a problem that she had with herself. What she would have done is she would have seen one comment that was like, I don't like your voice. Because I've sort of done the same thing as well. You have like one comment where someone insults you, and then you just hold on to that comment as if that's what everyone around you thinks. But then you sort of have to remember that if everyone did think your voice sounded horrible, then your content probably wouldn't be as watched as it is. Like, yeah, people can, like, you can get this one comment that says, oh, Brody, your voice is terrible. Oh, Brody, your beard's terrible. It makes me click away from the video. But the fact that people aren't, the fact that people actually are watching my content, does sort of show that that is very much, like, not as widespread as the person would like to believe. And then especially in Fruit's case, because Fruit's channel is massive. And her voice is adorable. See, I feel like Fruit's probably one of those people who get very caught up on, like, 1 or 2 negative comments she receives, and then just thinks that's what everyone around her believes. Anyone who does anything, like, in the public eye has to eventually deal with people like that. It has to come up with some way to, like, actually manage it with themselves. Some people will find it easier to do than others. I guess it really depends on, like, how much experience you have dealing with it. But if you can't deal with people being mean to you, then you just won't be able to make it online. Like, you just... People will always be mean to you. That's just gonna happen. If Hololive ever breaks their strict collab barrier, I would love to see an art... I didn't know Fruit did art. Oh. I do want to see if Hololive will ever, like, actually allow anything to happen between them and VShojo. If cover allows that, that is when VTubing goes fucking nuclear. If that happens, you cannot stop it at that point. EN will, like, at that point, you're gonna get to the point where, at that point, you're basically going to have even just regular sort of channels, outside of the ones who are doing it for a joke, deciding that, like, VTubing is just the way to do stuff. Like, you can't slow it down if that happens. Fruit used to be, Apricot. She does she does a ton of art. I didn't know that. Okay, I only heard about Fruit and, like, when she was in VShojo. Outside of Silver and Nyanas, I hadn't heard of them before VShojo. Oh yeah, no, sorry, I heard of Iron Mouse. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I didn't actually like Iron Mouse when I first heard her, but she grew on me. But Silver I'd heard of because in the past, she had done stuff with Noble. God, this map is so fucking big. This way. The Funimation sponsor stream was basically just her drawing anime characters from shows available on Funny. Aw, that's cute. That's great. I love that. I think the other thing that's helping helping a lot of VTubers is the same thing that's helping a lot of just general Twitch streamers. It's that a lot of them are starting to realize that you have to do stuff outside of Twitch. You have to have a clips channel. You have to have a VODs channel. If you're not doing that, then you are basically just doing yourself a disservice, and you're slowing down the growth of your content. Have you seen Bob Ross Fruit? What? No, I haven't. I want to set up a thing like Connor has, where he has like fucking Zoom and shit working. I could do it. It wouldn't be that difficult. It's just a matter of scripting stuff to do it. She stuck a brown afro and a mustache. Oh, that's great. It would hurt so much to get stuck in the gears, would it? No. Do you know by experience? I'd need a fucking better arm. This arm, I got on eBay for $10. I want to get something better that I can like move around easier. If I spend like $50 on an arm, it probably would go better. And there's a really good arm I could get that would do everything I need it to do. Hey! Antagonist! We're only 2 hours into the stream. This area was so much longer last time. Wow. Antagonist. Are you posting on Discord? Okay. Actually, I've got my phone here, of course. I can check it on there. From an older stream, not a recent. Okay. I think I've disabled my Discord notifications on my computer, so you shouldn't hear it show up if you do ping me. No. Let's go. Okie doke. Time to go fight Antagonist. Probably. Unless she gets Naruto'd and gets killed by the Revenant Princess. Which is possible. I hope, because I don't want to fucking fight her again. Found a clip posted. Okay. Oh, Discord crashed. Fucking Android. Android, why are you so bad? Okay, that's just not loading. Whatever. Okay, I'll watch it later. my phone is just... My phone's Discord is just crashing constantly. Whatever. Whatever. Mirai is supposed to be standing up there. They just didn't bother to put a model up there, I guess. Unless she's not here this time. That's possible. Ada.
何のご用かしらふざけんなうちの目的はあんたが一番よく知ってるやろよくわからないわ言葉遣いがなっていないからうまく聞き取れないのかしら
Oh wow
いい加減にせえよところであなた誰かしらあなたみたいな粗雑な子に知り合いはいないはずだ
I don't know any base people like yourself Base.
Ah, わかったわ。あなたも私に魂を届けに来てくれたのね。それともあなたが魂を差し出してくれるのかし
母さん、もうやめてくれ。
あら、あなたの魂、前に食べた赤ん坊のものに似ているわね。粗雑で安っぽい。
I'm guessing because she's so close to the gears, she's sort of forgotten what's going on now.
安心したよ。センちゃんの記憶見てもうたから、もしかしたら殴られへんかもって。
心さん。
Maybe she doesn't have as much idiot as she did last time, and now she's being affected by the gears. When Madeline first posted the Hololive Discord, she used the words based, super lit, the Hololive Reddit. Based, super lit, and dope. Oh, there are so many fucking clips of the JP VTubers saying Twitch words, and it's hilarious. Every time. Because they'll always pronounce it they'll pronounce it in the way you would say it if it was written in katakana. So it'll be like, besto, superito, dopu. It's adorable. Fucking Callie taught her the words. Of course she did. Honestly, I thought it was bad enough when Coco was teaching everyone to say motherfucker.
さあ、白黒つくまでどつき合おうか、アナムネシス。本当に下品で乱暴ね。いいわ。程度の低い
Time for the fight scene.
これってあれだよ、あれ。異常か。
全員で来なさい。私の物語を終わらせたいんでしょ。
We have to fight this thing again. I think going Nanana is probably the best bet. There's one clip of A-chan before second fest when she was reading messages from the EN members. Uh-huh. Let's go with Nanana. Oh, right. Right, first stage is a pain. So, first stage we should go with Sen. Yeah, there's a clip where it was someone on the EN side's birthday. I can't remember whose birthday it was. Was it a birthday or was it a congratulation or something? But there was... A-chan's English is really good. I know there is a clip of her speaking English for quite a while. And yeah, it's really good. I'm guessing Sorta probably practices English with her as well, because I know Sorta is trying to learn English. Actually, a lot of the girls on the JP side are trying to learn English. So it's actually, I guess it's because there's so many English members. There's so many English members in Hololive at this point, and I kind of want to be able to collaborate with them. So the EN side is learning JP, JP side is learning EN. Everyone's just gonna know everything. But Callie's English made a kernel panic. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, especially when you have members across so many areas, just knowing English makes managing it so much easier. It's not like she needs to, because they do have the EN managers, but having the ability to talk to the EN members would be helpful for sure. Achan and Yagu know a decent amount of English. Yagu's English is great. I I love the that clip where he was saying that Hololive's a 2D entertainment company. That got memed so fucking hard. Oh god. Oh god. I do wonder if we're always gonna see like I guess Hololive being at the top of the JP world, or if we're eventually gonna go more towards, because like early days of YouTube, if you were in an MCN, you were generally going to be a big channel. But over time, you sort of went like the I guess, independent route, and everyone started doing stuff themselves. So I wonder if one day the same thing's gonna happen with VTubing, where right now everyone is doing everything in groups, but one day if maybe it'll go the other route and people will actually start doing like independent stuff again. I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Got memed so hard simply because he didn't call it an idol company. Exactly. Because it's not a fucking idol company. Don't give me this bullshit that Hololive's an idol company. We all know it's not. Maybe like in the early days when like Sora was just the only member, sure, you could call it an idol company, but like it's not an idol company. This is going by quicker than it did last time. Maybe because I have the Nanana Doodle. The Nanana Doodle, which is a stupid name. Let's call it fucking Nanana Beam. Comedians, not idols. Who was it that complained that she didn't want to be a, I can't remember who was it that complained that she didn't want to be a comedian, she wanted to be an idol. I think it was someone on the ID side. She's like, I didn't join Hololive to be a comedian, I joined Hololive to be an idol. Another one of my favorite clips is Muna telling Pekora she's her favorite comedian. Oh my god. What is this? Stop doing that. There we go, finally. Oh, actually, here's something interesting. Did you see the, no, Pekora is idol not comedian. That's precious. Did you see the, I guess, there was a clip with, Pekora, responding to the, I guess the cameo that they decided to give her in, Isekai Mao. I'm sure you've seen the clip. I think I posted it in the Discord. But the animation studio that did that actually apologized. They like apologized for doing this without Cover Corp's permission. I really don't know why. Like, this isn't the first time there's been like a any sort of like Hololive reference in a manga and an anime, but for whatever reason they decided to apologize for doing this. It was really weird. I don't know if like Cover had contacted them or something, or what the deal that happened there was, but it seems kind of weird. Like if Cover was the reason why they did apologize, I don't know why they would do that, or if it was just like a weird response to like a fan reaction, and they just took like the response like out of context. Because I know Pekora was basically saying like, no, I was not in Isekai Mao, or this doesn't look like me, even though, you know, it looks exactly like you. Like, the fact they had carrot hairpins, like, you know what they're doing. But it seems like a pretty normal thing to have like references across like different media in Japan, so maybe there was just something weird going on with this specific instance. I don't know. I fucking hate this boss fight. It's so shit. I wish it would end now. Like, this instant. Oh my god. At least we're over halfway done now. Oh, I didn't use my finisher. Come on. Nope, that hit me. Thought I'd outrun the damage window. Okay, I found first ID clip. Them doing Area 15 talk show. They said they thought Hololive was an idol company when Muna says she felt scammed. She thought she was an idol, but they became comedians. Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. Yes. I knew it was someone on the ID side. I think Anya might have talked about it as well. Yeah, no, you're not an idol. You're a comedian. Actually, it'd be hilarious if for like an April 1st, they kind of acknowledged that. If Yagu released a video and like, Cover Corp is a VTubing comedian company. Honestly, I think being comedians works out better. Like, no one really cares. Like, outside of Japan, no one cares about like the perfect idol sort of idea. Like, that's very much a Japanese thing. But comedians, on the other hand, hey, that works worldwide. Oh my god, stop doing that. Oh my god, there's another one. I don't know how I'm supposed to not get hit by that. I still have no idea. Because sometimes they'll just keep spamming them. Oh, explosion, that actually did hit me. If they were literally to AKB streamers, no one would watch except the hardcore idol fans. Exactly. Exactly. Like, that just wouldn't be fun. That's not what people look for in live streams. Oh wow, she's using a different attack pattern now. Oh, she's still using that attack. Not to say the idol side isn't good as well, like, the music is great, and I think the music does definitely add into it. But I'm so happy they actually let Callie, like, do really whatever she wants with her music. They don't stop her from swearing or anything like that. It's perfectly fine. Like, if they were really going down the idol route, yeah, that... Like, she would not be allowed to do that. She would need to, like, very much tone down her music. And ultimately, she probably wouldn't have even joined Hololive if that was the case. Callie even writes diss tracks. Yeah, the V-Tweeter diss track was fucking amazing. I love Off With Their Heads. If I'm having like a bad day and I'm like, I don't want to work, I listen to Off With Their Heads and remember like how much fucking work Callie has done to get to where she is. Yeah, Off With Their Heads is such a fucking banger. Really, that attack missed? Ah. Come on. I think Off With Their Heads is probably one of my favorite tracks. I kind of want to see her do more of like the hardcore rap stuff. As much as I love her singing, I would like to see something that is just like basically pure rap. She's done plenty of that back in the Demon Dice days. It's just a matter of whether she gets some inspiration and wants to do a song like that. Whoop. Oh, yes, good. Keep doing that. Yes, keep doing the explosion. No, not at that attack. Oh my god. We're almost out of healing items. I hope it doesn't make us fight the next boss straight away. That would be annoying. Oh, the bug again. There have been so many new members since last year that I find it hard to pick my new favorite now, but my favorite used to be Coco. Yeah, Coco's great. My favorite has really changed, like, over time. I think right now... That's a tough one. Yeah, Coco's definitely up there for me as well, but I would say maybe, like... Maybe Callie, to be honest. I didn't actually like Kiara that much when I first watched her stream, but she definitely grown on me. Like, I kind of found Kiara to be a bit annoying when I first saw her stuff. Yeah, we're finally done with this. Yay! Finally, this boss is over. Nowhere near as long as last time. Now I think maybe we're going into New Game Plus? New Game Plus Plus? Yeah, I only liked Kiara when I was watching her with Callie. But Kiara has definitely gotten better on stream as well.
瞬間をどれだけ夢に見たかわからへん。今のお前には理解できへんやろな。ある日自分の大部分を占めてたものを一瞬で奪われた。自分の子供をこの手で抱くこともできへんかった。
言っている意味がわからないわ。喋ってないで終わらせたら。
センちゃんに。 娘になんか言うことはないんか。めぐみば相馬。
娘？相馬？私は穴胸しすよ。蘇り損ねた壊れた人形。もういいでしょう。私が主役だった物語は幕引きにしましょう。
そうやな。
目を閉じていて。
Oh, she was pretending. Oh, that's sweet. Korone Miku were the first members I ever saw from Hollow. I don't remember who the first one I saw was. It might have been Miko. Actually, no. I know exactly what Miko clip it was. It was the GTA clip. I think that might have been the first the first first clip I saw from Hololive.
だから全てが終わるまで目を閉じていて。
We know exactly what GTA clip I'm talking about.
母さん。
やって、私を殺さないとあなたはずっと復讐に取りつかれたままよ。
分かってる。分かってたから。心配せんでもちゃんと終わらせるよ。
ありがとう。
The stay home clip. I can't. Oh, I think it's in an animated version of that, but I don't think I've seen that clip.
母さん、ダメだ。待ってくれ、心さん。
目を閉じなさい。
この人はアナムネシスじゃない。私の母さんだ。めぐみは相馬だ。記憶が戻ってるんだ。
知ってるよ。最初に向かい合って気づいた。
Aww.
ああ、これは母親の顔や。
She is the face of a mother. What does that mean? That means that Kokoru's into MILFs.
だったら頼む。心さん、母さんに戻ってるならもう。
Madeline sniping people from rooftops and forcing quarantine, and she's a pink anime girl. Ah, yeah, I know the one you're talking. I haven't seen the clip, but I've seen an animated version.
やっ
Yes.
たことを許せって。そんなできるわけない。さっきの魂見たやろ。全部アナムネシスの犠牲者や。センちゃんの正義はこの人を許さないんちゃうの。
だったら正義なんていらない。母親を見捨てることが正義なら私はそんなもの。
セン、わがまま言わないで。これは私への正当な罰よ。
違う。母さんはただ娘の私に会おうとしていただけなんだ。
Aww.
子供のためなら何やってもええんか。
私には答えられない。だけど心さんなら。心さんだけは子を思う母親のことが理解できるんじゃないのか。
Her laugh is fucking weird. Her laugh is... That is not a human laugh. That is very much like, That is very much like Callie's guh, where I'm sure it started off as like a thing that happened once, and then she just did it over and over again because people liked it. Because that is not how a human laughs. At all. Wait, have you seen the clip where Guru was talking about how she wanted to have her own, like, special laugh? Where her laugh that she was, like, planning to do, and she did it during the debut. She brought this up in the, in the clip where she, went back and watched her debut stream. Her special laugh was gonna be sha-ha-ha-ha. Sha-ha-ha-ha. Imagine if she fucking went with that. It would have been so stupid. I'm happy she realized how dumb it sounded.
解放された魂が。
みんなしてうちを責めるんやね。言葉が話せ
So a One Piece laugh,
わか
basically.
ったよ。
Basically.
心さん。
子供の前でこんなお母さんの姿見せたないな。目を閉じてほしいって。うちでも同じこと言うたやろな。
I just realized the inside of Animunesis's hair is a completely different color.
許したわけ
Like, what the fuck's going on there? Like, the outside is a dark purple, the inside's light purple. How does hair do that?
誰かを犠牲にする蘇りはなしや。けど
ナナナみたいに契約してちゃんと償うんやったら
Subaru at one point wanted to make a Shiba 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 laugh. Well, she still managed to make Shiba Shiba work somehow, but not in a... I can only imagine how that would be in a laugh. Shiba 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 Shiba. I'm happy she didn't do that, actually. That's so bad. But she still has Shiba Shiba. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, I just got a $150 plaque shipped to my house. Is there any... Oh, I'm not going to show you that side. And they just left it outside. They just left it outside, and it's going to start raining out there. Great job, Courier. What is... Couriers, please. What a fucking brilliant job these guys do. I have a knife on me, so I'm going to use a pen. With care, open this side. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna work. It's gonna work a little bit. We're not gonna go on the stream until I open this thing. There we go. Cool. Yeah, it's fucking brilliant service. I didn't pick who got to send it to me. They worked it out themselves. So okay, inside of the box there is another box. Why is there two boxes? Just whatever. But there's two boxes, yes. Yeah. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, okay, I made the right choice there. Oh wow, that does look really nice. Oh wow. Oh wow, that's beautiful actually. I'm happy I got that made. I can't show you it bigger, but like here you go. I'll show it afterwards. It's like I guess the front of it is brass. It's a brass version of my I guess my graduation certificate. I do also have my actual certificate framed as well, but I wanted to get that because I think they were doing them cheaper if I bought them on the day of the graduation. I don't have anywhere to hang it up there because I'm in a share house, so otherwise I'd probably put it up in the background. Do you know how good it would look with like the purple light shining on it?
あなたの家族にも。
センちゃん、後のことは任せたから。
Aww. They're finally reunited. Time for the Revenant Princess to murder her. I fucking called it!
目を閉じて。せん。
Wow, that's such an obvious plot twist.
ねえ、さっきから何やってるの？目的が違うよね。私のこと追いかけないと。
誰やお前。
Yo, what's mid-right?
私のことだけを考えて、頭の中を私でいっぱいにして、そして私だけを愛するの。それが私を殺した償いなんだから。アナムネシスとかみんなの有利とかいらないものはポイってしないとね。レイお姉ちゃん、ここからは2人だけの時間だよ。未来
ディオゲネス。
聞いてなかったのかなそれとも理解できないくらいバカなのかな。大好きなお姉ちゃんが私のことを天国の底まで追いかけてきてくれる。引きこもりのお姉ちゃんが。
Wait, I just realized that Mirai's doing two different poses. So her picture here, she's doing like a pose like this, but in the background, she's doing a pose like this. They couldn't even bother to like keep the art being consistent.
だから邪魔しないで。そのためにアナムネシスにやられてあげたんだから。これは何？
Ah, you're looking at the Revenant Princess. That's what you're looking at.
何を見てるの？ただの現実だよ、お姉ちゃん。
現実か。これが現実ならお前をこのままにはできない。
お前じゃなくて勇気の姫って呼ばれてるんだけどな。あれ？前にも同じこと言ったかな。未来が
Wow, what a big reveal.
勇気の姫。そんなことよりそろそろ姉妹二人っきりにしてほしいな。久しぶりにお姉ちゃんのプニプニほってツンツンしたいし。
お前が
She's still adorable
たと
though.
えレイの妹であっても二度も母を殺されたんだ。この状況で引き下がるわけないやん。あんたこそアホなんちゃうの。
めんどくさいな。でもまとめて大掃除できるいい機会かな。お姉ちゃんの周りはいつも綺麗にしておかないとね。大好きなお姉ちゃんのそばは私だけの特等席。触れていいのは私だけ。理解してる？お姉ちゃんは
I hope it's not going to throw us straight into another boss fight.
それが私の愛の哲学なんだから。
レイちゃん、今は戦うんや。
でもあれは未来で。
Did you watch Violet Evergarden? I'm still waiting for the movie Blu-ray release. I watched it in cinemas. Yes, it is quite good.
その話は後だ。
I absolutely went and watched that. I'm happy that a lot of anime movies actually are getting screenings here now.
だよ。わかりました。未来を止めます。
It was basically like a, what, an hour and a half, 2-hour episode of Violet Evergarden. That's what it was. If you like Violet Evergarden, it's more Violet Evergarden.
ゴミのくせにお姉ちゃんそそのかさないでほしいな。まずはこの子たちで。
But I highly recommend the movie. Okay, she's gone. So we're now gonna fight these guys. Oh wait, did she seriously just throw grunt enemies at us? Maybe that's good. Maybe that means we don't have to fight her this time. We fight her in the next area. That's possible. Oh, speaking of awesome things, we're getting another season of Made in Abyss. Second season is announced for 2022, I believe. And I am hyped because I've read the manga ahead of where the anime ended, and awesome stuff happens. Oh, she's back.
お姉ちゃん、しばらく会わない間に変わったね。いろいろと強くなったみたい。弱くて情けない。そういうちょっと残念なところも好きだったんだけどな。 かせて。
Because she's actually evil.
どうしてあなたが。お姉ちゃんのことだから私がいないと天国でも一人ぼっちだと思ったんだけど、まさかあのお姉ちゃんが天国で友達を作って友情ごっこしながら私の元まで連れてくるとはね。
Wow, imagine having any friends. Why would you want friends?
やっぱり
She really likes this pose. I don't know what the deal is with this pose here. Is this supposed to be like really like cool or something? Like, huh, I am evil. Look at me posing like I'm thinking about stuff.
未来、この先で待ってるから追いかけてきて。あ、今度はちゃんと一人で来てね、お姉ちゃん。
All right, yeah, there's two movies, isn't there? They're both really good. That movie's good, and also the other movie's good as well. I saw both in cinemas. Right, yeah, okay, so that movie was basically just a really long Violet Evergarden episode. The following one, actually basically another really long Violet Evergarden episode as well. It's like a movie-length OVA. One was movie-length OVA, the other was a movie, but they were basically movie-length OVAs. Yeah.
いいのかな？それどころじゃないかもよ。
どういうことだ。
遊ぼう。
Oh!
ねえ、遊ぼうよ。
Oh!
再生の歯車の影響だね。普通の死者は自我を失うんだよ。もしかしてお姉ちゃんたち異変に気づかなかったの？みんな遊んであげたら？友達なんでしょ？
Okay, we have to fight Nana again, so I guess she gets to die this time as well.
こんな時
Oh, I'm so happy about Maid Dragon. Do you know what I'm also happy about with Maid Dragon? I'm excited to see the fucking the Twitterati just freak out because of like the characters in it. I'm so excited because it's already with the PV. Twitter has already freaked out so much.
でも
But when it starts, it's gonna get even better. Yeah, I was worried after the stuff that happened, but they seem to have recovered and are doing what they've always done at the same quality they've always done it. Yeah, the short stack red hair with big opie, exactly her.
心さん、
Twitter just likes to freak out about anything that has big boobs.
なお願いします。
Are we fighting by ourselves now? Oh.
やった、お姉ちゃんと二人っきりだね。未来、どういうことなのか話して。
Yeah, well, from what I understand about Uzaki, it's just like a generic, like, school comedy series.
ねえお姉ちゃん。
Like, I don't think Uzaki, from what I haven't seen it, but from what I understand, it's just like the most basic anime that could ever exist.
いつもは栄養が偏るから
Nothing controversial whatsoever.
今日は特別ポテトのフルコースでもいいよ。あなたは私とずっと一緒に暮らしてた。勇気だった
Well,
は
up
ず
until
が
like
な
a
い。
couple of days ago, you didn't even know that revenants existed.
あなたとか他人行儀はやめてね。3年くらい前かな。私一度蘇りしてるの。
Oh, wow.
3年前って私たちの両親が亡くなった。そうそう、その時だよ。お姉ちゃんは蘇りで記憶が書き換わってるから覚えてないと思うけど。
Nagatoro is sort of growing on me.
コドさんが言ってま
I
した。
wasn't a big fan of it at the start, but I'm starting to like her.
蘇りをした人間の周囲にいる人はそ
She's still like an absolute bitch who's just mean for the sake of being mean, but you can see like you can see there's some like an actual sort of relationship growing between the two of them. And at any point, she would just be more than happy to stop if he had a problem with it.
だからなの。あなたが死んだ事実を私が知らないのは。そういうこと。私も両親だと思ったことは一度もないけど。
Jesus,
あの二人
okay.
と一緒に死んだの。蘇りで集めた最初の魂はあの二人になるのかな。
Oh, Jesus.
大嫌いだったけど少しは役に立ってくれてよかった。お父さんとお母さんのことそんな風に言わないで。
Yeah, yeah, she doesn't like it when anyone else bullies him. Just like, no, we have like a thing here. Don't do that. Yeah, that happened like an episode or two ago. It's like they're just being mean and won't do anything if he has a problem with it. But she like at least has some, like some sort of respect for him, even if, you know, she does like to tease him constantly. I'm starting to like it. I didn't like it at the start, but I'm liking it now. I still think Takagi is a better anime, but I can see why people like this.
アナムネシスのせいでまた変国に引きずり込まれるなんて思わなかったよ。それもお姉ちゃんと一緒に私のこと恨んでるのか知らないけど、アナムネシスってほんと最低だよね。最低なのは未来。もうそんなのいいから早く言ってよ。帰ったら何食べたい？
Your soul.
気づくことができなかった。長くなりそうなら続きは帰ってからにする？楽しい2人だけの家だよ。セレマが邪魔だけどさすがに殺したらお姉ちゃんが悲しむから我慢してあげる。さあそろそろ帰ろう。私の蘇りに必要な魂なら。
Oh no, Senpai is complete fucking wuss, yeah. At least in Takagi, whatever the main dude's name, he at least like tried to stand up for himself. Like there was a bit where he started like working out for a bit to become stronger, but like Senpai is just like whatever. I am masochist. Enjoy me while you can.
これで元通りの家族だよ。本気でそう言ってるの？家族に戻れるって私には無理だよ。それはきっと死んだセレマだって。あ、セレマ死んじゃった？
Uzaki had a similar dynamic too, which is why I enjoy it.
やった本当にお姉ちゃんと二人っきりだ。
Jesus Christ, Mirai's insane. There was a back and forth, not just forth and more forth. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
ヘラクレイトス。
我が主。
我が主よ。
未来を妹を。
了解した。
めんどくさいな。そうだ、いいこと考えた。お姉ちゃんを一度殺せばいいんだ。
Alright.
その後、私がお姉ちゃんを蘇りさせてあげる。
Listen to this fucking music. Wait, is anything gonna happen besides this guitar riff? Oh. Okay. It's actually really good. It is time for the elite gamer strats.
その時に邪魔な記憶は全部捨てて他の魂で穴埋めしてこれでめんどくさいこと言わない
Time to unleash our true gamer essence.
この先ずーっとお姉ちゃんは私だけのものそういう未来なんだから愛してるよお姉ちゃん
I thought we were gonna get to see her fucking aberrant transformation name. Her fucking aberrant transformation name is Aristotle. Wait, are you serious? Wait, are you actually serious? That amazing music that we set up during the cutscene isn't the boss. Oh god, what the fuck happened there? Isn't the boss battle music? Why is this the music? Like, listen to this music.
これも私の愛だから
This is like in Pokemon where the English version will just like it'll take these like really amazing amazing scenes. What the fuck is going on? Why does it just like freak out before it does a teleport? But like in the English version of Pokemon, it'll take these scenes that have like metal music playing during the fight and then replace it with just like the most boring like it's like the route, just a general route music. I'm guessing the game doesn't know how to handle a model when it gets that close to the screen. That seems to be what it is. Dash, dash, attack, dash, dash, Nanana beam, repeat step 1. Well, sadly this time we don't have Nanana. Nanana is currently trying to murder Sen. Come on, Aristotle. I think we just make our way up to the big attack and spam that. This is really easy. There we go, that works. Oh yeah, the game breaks when a model gets too close to the screen. That's great. What the fuck? So like, rather than having like particles to indicate it's it's teleporting, they have it like freakishly vibrate. What? Why? Oh my god. This game. And we'll use the finisher. I thought we were gonna get to face Mirai in her general revenant form, but nope. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, make sure I move away from that attack because it'll knock out all of my remaining heal items. That's not good. That's not good at all. And I only have one healing item left, so hopefully I manage to get through this fight. Yeah, I don't like that. That's annoying. Oh, God, don't do it again. Ah, really? You teleport away. Oh, this is such a difficult fight. I'm struggling so much to deal with this. This might be one of the easiest fights in the game, actually. Which is sad, because it's the final boss of this route. There we go. There we go. Like, that Antagonist fight is so much harder than this. This is just like, get out of the way of this attack and you don't die. That's the only attack that can do damage to you if you're just like generally playing. Oh, okay, that's that attack. And also it's impossible to tell which one she's doing. I think it's impossible. Maybe she does a slightly different animation. Oh, she didn't do the range attack this time. Is she gonna do it this time? Yeah, no, it seems like it's the exact same one. Oh, okay. She'll look at you. And I just lost all my last healing items. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, I guess I have 7 more. Okay. I guess I hit those hidden somewhere. I don't know where they came from, but that'll work. Oh, she doesn't track you when she does that attack. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. There is a slight tell. Not enough to care. But that's going to be the vortex. And there's nothing I can do. Like, I guess if I had Ray with a proper range attack, I could do something. But I didn't feel like it because the range attacks are useless. For most fights anyway. And I didn't think we'd go straight into this fight. Oh, you're doing that attack? Wow, what a waste. There's a better version of that attack and you're just not using it. Wow, so you're not going to use that attack. Okay, sure. That's fine for me. Ah, really? Only hit it once. Come on. Come on, Aristotle. We want to kill you. Oh my god, what is that? That is a new attack, and that you're unleashing right at the end. No, no unleashing new attacks right at the end of the fight. That's going to be the annoying one. There we go. And that should basically be dealing with you. I think she'll have a little bit of health left. Yeah, she'll have a little bit left. Hey! I guess if you stand under her, she can't hit you with that. Come on! Yeah, there we go. Win with our Starburst stream. Woo! Boss fight over! Yuki no Hime, finally dead. Nah, man, I think you're just shit. Oh, she went into her regular clothes? What? Aww. Oh, our murderous sister is finally dying. Slap. No, let us slap her. Wait, is Mirai taller? I think Mirai's taller than Rei. Her eyes look like they're slightly higher, but they also have, like, the forehead of a truck. Hmm.
私の未来も変わっていたのかな。
Aww.
私は
Hey, Jangle Stick, how you doing?
あなたのために。
Stopped in earlier while watching SpaceX relaunch and the first in the first Starship class spaceship. Congrats again on graduating and that plaque thingy. Oh, you were here earlier for that. Yeah. Whew. The lighting does weird things to it. But yeah, thank you. Woo, New Game Plus done. Now I guess it's time for New Game Plus Plus. Because there's one more story to do.
謝らないで。
I wonder what's happening with Nanana then. Oh! 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 Get some RGB strips for that bad boy. Oh, that's an idea. So I guess Ray's dead now.
これでずっと一緒だから。
That's not how that works though, Mirai. When a Revenant dies, they'll be sent... I don't know, they'll be destroyed. But when a human dies, they'll become a butterfly. Unless we're just retconning that. We might be retconning that. I think we've retconned it. Okay, okay, game, sure.
大切な存在のすべてを永遠に自分のものとすることで。
I actually do have some RGB strips laying around that I just haven't used. I could do something like that. That honestly would be hilarious.
これが
Yo,
本
what's
当
cool
に
on?
正しい選択なのか。わかる不穏の名のもとに集え。霊が踏み落とせし。イデアの灯火よ。
Time for another time loop.
これが世界、時間、すべての境界を越え、因果を断ち切るその時まで、私が守り続ける。
Right. Whatever that means. Together forever?
無垢であること
Ah,
は
more text that we can't read.
美しい。でも、無知であることは罪。
I don't know, it came out a couple of years ago, but a couple of people are suddenly discovering it. Please save progress. Yeah, I wouldn't call it popular, but yeah, like a bunch of random people have just all of a sudden played the game, and I guess it suddenly gained popularity? Imagine Connor trying to handle Ollie being a fangirl while also having Mousy at the same time being a tsundere. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. I don't know how that would go down.
まだ心は眠ったまま。
Is your heart still asleep?
いいわ。目が覚めるまでの間、少しだけ。届かなくてもいい。私の願いよ。
Uh-huh.
今日が不幸なのだとしても、明日が不幸なのだとしても、昨日も不幸だったのだとしても。
Like, there's a couple of VTubers playing through Crystar. The biggest, obviously, being Anya in Hololive, but
きっとそ
I
の
don't-
先の未来に
I don't know why
笑
this
顔がある
like why I bought the game. I think it showed up on like a
優
Steam
しい
sale or
世界
something.
の法則なんて
Yeah,
どこにも
yeah,
ない
it was
から
pretty cheap on a Steam sale.
世界は空虚で世の中は理不尽で、
Hmm.
でもだけどだからこそ意志を持つあなたが涙に意味を与えなければ味わった悲しみや苦痛に意味を与えてあげなければ
Cutscenes.
不公平だから報われないから何よりも流した涙を糧として笑うあなたの未来はきっと素敵だと思うから涙に意味を
One game that is really popular right now is fucking Pokemon Snap. Everybody seems to be playing Pokemon Snap. Oh, there's a hilarious scene of Connor watching the opening cutscene of Pokemon Snap, and he was like, "Okay, I have to pretend to care about cutscenes because that's what I do as a streamer." Yo, we butterfly again.
おはようでいいのかなあまり無理しないで自意識をつなぎ止めることに集中して
I haven't watched stuff like this since we used to get simple scan manga from Akihabara. Akihabara? I don't know what that is. You're responsible for responding to the cutscenes. You have to make sure everyone's excited about the cutscenes. Like, whoa, we're butterfly now! There's also a clip of Connor being asked by chat to play Near Replicant. He replies immediately with, "I'd rather die." I do want to play Near Replicant, actually. I haven't played Automata. I've got a copy of it. Wait. Wait, is there actually like a site called Akihabara? Because Akihabara is like a place in Japan. Give me 1 second. Near Automata. Here you go. On PS4. I guess you could probably pick it up on a Steam sale really cheap, but yeah.
それは私のことそれともあなた自身のこと私自身
I am.
私は
Who are you?
私を思い出せないなら取り戻してすべてを失ってしまう前に
Bye, Kuon. One thing we don't know is who are all of these other souls that have been dragged down?
水呼吸が息がここはどこ私
Yeah, I thought there was like a site or something called Akihabara. It's silently fluttering. Hello, butterfly. Connor's a strange when it comes to gaming taste. What, you mean that he doesn't care about story at all?
お姉ちゃんを
Story actually would be better if it didn't exist. Yeah, here's a bit of a strange one. I generally like gameplay is obviously more important, but
あ
I don't hate a game that has story.
なんで自分じゃ料理しないくせにハンバーグの椎茸には気づくのかな細かく刻んで絶対わからないようにしたのにこんなのセレマだって気づかないよハンバーグでハンバーグ丸ごと残してポテトだけ食べるのお姉ちゃんくらいだからね
Wait, why do you have Wait, why do you have
お姉
potatoes on a ham? Are you referring to chips? I think that's what you're referring to. Or fries if you're an American. I wonder where it came from. I wonder too. Yo, there's the Revenant Princess butterfly. Oh, we can't talk to it now because it's in a party.
暗い寂しいとこお母さんお父さん
I watched the whole trash discipline where he argues with Garnt and Joey about how it makes him mad that someone he knew gave up trying to drift in Mario Kart. Yeah, that's a fun
飛
one.
ぶとね道路がねすごいスピードでね迫ってきてね気がついたら気がついたら私は何を
I'm really like I know we were dragged down near Ray's house, but I still have no idea like why she was dragged down. Like, what was going on at the time? That still hasn't been explained. I wonder if it will be.
ああ、来たか。呼び出して悪かったな。なんだ、職員室に呼ばれたから緊張してるのか。それとも久しぶりに登校したせいか。うん、まあいい。ご両親のことがあって辛いのはわかるが。
Yeah, them being dead and all. Yeah, that would be a problem.
高校1年で留年なんてお前だって嫌だろう。なあ、聞いてるのか、畑だ。
He also gave up on fighting games. I don't know. He seems to enjoy his FPS. He's really enjoying Apex and just streaming
私の
Apex all of the time. Actually, we sort of have a similar mentality when it comes to streaming.
死にたい。死にたい、死にたい、死にたい、死にたい、死にたい、死にたい、死にたい、死にたい。もう満足。
Like, his mentality with Apex, he talked about this in a recent episode. I think it was with the Rainer episode they did recently, the one with Rainer Scully. He was saying that if he's gonna play Apex, he might as well stream it anyway. It's like, if I'm gonna play this game, why not stream it? Like, and yeah, I'm in the exact same boat. Like, if I'm gonna play like Dead Cells, I might as well stream it. No harm in doing so. Joey's argument against that was sort of like, when you stream a game, you're playing it in a very different way. Like, it's not a normal thing to just be like talking like this all the time. Like, when you play a game by yourself, generally you're going to be pretty quiet, or maybe you'll make some like, you know, so you'll make some slight comments thinking out loud, but you won't be having a full-on conversation like I am right now. And it produces a very different way of playing games, and I get why some people wouldn't enjoy gaming like that. Oh, the Rainer Scully one, I had to pause at some point and forgot to continue watching. I only watch clips, so yeah.
幸せだった
I'm so happy that every podcast now and every live streamer is just doing clips, because I just don't feel like sitting down and watching like a 2-hour piece of material. Like, I get people who want to do it, or they want to maybe have background noise, but I just can't be fucked, to be honest. I just want to watch, like, the fun part and be done with it.
ねえどういうことあいつ言ってたこうなったのは全部あんたが理由だって
How you doing, Yash?
なんで私がこんな目に遭わないといけないのあんたのせいなんでしょ助けてよレイ私こんなところで
Yeah, that's a good idea. I used to listen to a lot of podcasts when I was gaming. And, like, a lot of music while I was gaming, but I typically now, because I do stream it, I just usually listen to whatever the game soundtrack is. Because I just didn't really appreciate game soundtracks before that point.
私の名前は
D.
レイ
Yes, you are a D. Yes. You're also
畑田レイ
you're also an anime girl. Woo! We're finally an anime girl again. Sup, Kuon? How you doing?
そうあなたは畑田レイもう二度とあなたは誰なんですか
Are you gonna finally tell her?
待って
Nope, you're not.
まだ
Okay.
聞きたいことがここ一体どこなんですか自分の部屋にいただけなのになんで私こんな場所で
These are good questions.
信じられない無責任です
But yeah, on the game, I always forget. Ray's run cycle's fucking weird looking. Like, what is this? The way she walks is very strange. But on the thing with stream while you game, like it sort of does lead to a problem though if you are trying to make an interesting stream, because there's some games where it's just difficult to stream them and do them well. Like, that's the point I was making about, like, Mindustry, for example. Like, I really enjoy that game, but that's not a game that I would ever be able to properly stream, at least with the amount of effort I want to put into learning it. But even with an FPS where you still have to pay a reasonable amount of attention, you can still, like, actually... You can still sort of have a conversation going. And I find that it's actually fairly easy for me to keep talking. Like, I don't know, when I'm off camera, I'm not that much of a talkative person. I'm happy to just sit in silence for like 4+ hours. But for whatever reason, as soon as that camera comes on, I'm more than happy to just like bullshit away for hours upon hours. I don't know why. I genuinely don't. It's a weird part of me. Something about the lights and the camera, it just awakens a part of me that I just didn't know existed. And I feel like it's actually helped me in other areas of my life as well. Is this another time loop? Is Nana gonna die again? I don't know how the third ending goes. So, probably. Same here, I only talk here and in my server. Well, typing's different. Typing's a little different. Like, I'm more than happy to, like, type stuff out for a while, but actually speaking, I don't do really that much. Like, even when I'm hanging out with mates, I'm usually, like, the quiet one. I'm more than happy to, like, get involved in the conversation, but if it just so happens that we're gonna be in silence for a while, like, doesn't really bother me too much, to be completely honest. Streaming is a weird thing. Streaming is a very weird thing. Like, there's a couple of... We have events on my server where we actually have debates. Oh god, that sounds horrible. I have no interest in debating people. I don't feel like I know enough about anything I know about to, like, put myself in a position where I could debate someone. 許せない。絶対に許せない。
なんで俺だけなんであれ俺なんで怒ってんだ
Speaking about angry Japanese men, maybe I should play Yakuza on stream at some point. That would be fun. I debate with people about anime? Not really. I don't really care what people watch. I'm just adding more games to my, like, list of things that I should play. This is a bad idea. I'm just never gonna, like, play the things that I need to play. Were you speaking Welsh? No, I was speaking Japanese. I don't know any fucking Welsh. God, no. I live in Australia. I definitely don't know Welsh. Even people in Wales barely know Welsh. Yes, the Revenant Princess.
頼っても無駄ですよ。 何が起こっているのかわけがわからないんですから。
Now on topics of everythings. I'm not sure
頼
what
り
you're
た
talking
いの
about.
は私の方です。これは夢？
It's
そ
all
れ
in
ならそうって
Welsh.
言ってください。
That kind of things Welsh do. Why are you
私、
why are
自
you
慢で
learning
はないです
Welsh?
が、
Of
体
all
力
the
ないので
languages to learn, why
歩
Welsh?
くのも疲れました。
As I said, people even in Wales don't know
夢なら
Welsh.
覚めるまで。歩けって言うんですか？
Yes, keep walking.
あなたはどうして私に絡むの？他の蝶とはぐれていいんですか？
お姉ちゃん。未来?
お姉ちゃん。
We've done this 2 times already.
嘘。どうして？
Debate why Fire Force is trash. What? Wait, wait. Do you actually not like Fire Force?
お姉ちゃん。
Is it?
もしかしてあなた未来？
Now here's my thing about anime. I don't really like, and actually it's not just anime. It's literally anything else out there. I don't have enough energy to give a fuck what anyone else likes. I just enjoy my stuff. If people want to argue about stuff, that's cool. Not my thing though. Big Terry Jones fan, perhaps. Yes, linguistically Welsh, super interesting. But did you study Latin grammar? I
私
guess yeah, it's an interesting language.
は
It's a gorgeous looking turd, but it's still a turd. Wait, did you make it?
ただ
Was there a typo in there?
未来
I don't know what you spelt wrong.
お姉ちゃんの未来どうしてあなたまでこんなところに
Josh just studies every language. Just assume that he probably is studying it.
わかんない家にいたはずなんだけど気づいたらここだったんだ暗いし誰もいないしわけわかん
No
ないし
should be no.
ス
Oh,
マホ
I
ない
didn't even
し
notice the problem.
あっても私蝶だから使えないし本当に心細かったんだよそんな時お姉ちゃんがいるような気がして
I understand 15, but speak 5. What the f- Why? Why? That's too many languages.
やっぱりお姉ちゃんだった大正解だね一人ぼっちは怖いもんもう大丈夫お姉ちゃんが一緒にいるからここが何なのかわからないけど
Because if I talk about some of the things that I like I am a big fan of Pretty Cure. Pretty Cure is absolute garbage. I can have an hour talk in 6. That's too many languages. Mate, just don't even look. If you have a spelling mistake, just assume that I didn't notice it. You've seen my descriptions, you've seen my titles. I have no idea how English works. Did you see the latest DT
ど
video?
うしたの
Was it on Pack Stall or Pack Install or whatever it was called? The like Ubuntu AUR thing? Or are you talking about a previous video?
お姉ちゃんお願いがあるんだけど
Because the answer's still no regardless. I haven't watched DT stuff in a while.
小さい頃私が
Not
怖
because
い
it's
夢
bad,
を
I
見て
just, you know,
泣いてた時
didn't.
優しく手を握ってくれたよねあの時みたいに
Time to hold hands again.
ギュッてして
Yay. Sup, Revenant
あり
Princess.
がとうお姉ちゃん
Onwards we go! What about the video?
嫌い嫌い大嫌い。こんな家家族ももっと思える。
Jesus.
なん
Alright.
て言っていいのか。出来の悪い夢みたい。
Ah, we can see Mirai's Revenant tattoo.
蝶々が喋るなんて。
Yeah, off in the left-hand corner, we can actually see the thing now. Okay. So I wonder how early we're going to introduce Mirai as the Revenant Princess then.
大丈夫ですか？意思の疎通は少し難しいみたいですね。いいから早く進もう。
I'm going to be back in just a moment. Mirai is going to die in like a minute. There we go. I don't know, from what I understand, Yash is from India. He makes it very clear every time he speaks that he's from India. He's like an arch user. Every time he has an opportunity to, he's gonna bring up the fact that he's from India. Anyway, time to go see Mirai die again.
本当にここって何なんだろう。こんな景色夢としか思えないけど。夢じゃないよ。だってお姉ちゃんの手すっごくあったかかったもん。未来はここに来る前のこと。
She remembers everything.
家で料理してたことかな。スマホでレシピ調べながらああでもないこうでもないって。
By the way, remove English simplicity since Hindi is going to a great shift of everything.
あんた、偏食な姉を持つと苦労するよ。主食が芋ってどうなの？そこまで変じゃないと思うけど。
Nah, Ray, that's still pretty weird. I've heard this conversation 3 times, it's still really weird.
部屋で引きこもってるポテトイーターレイちゃんを呼ぼうとしたら、おかしな呼び名つけないで。あと私は別に引きこもりでは。気がついたらここにいたの。何があったのかは思い出せないよ。私もそう。自分の部屋にいたことしか覚えてなくて。あと私は部屋の内装が気に入っているから比較的室内にいることを好むというだけで。それを引きこもりって言うんだよ、お姉ちゃん。
English is deprecated, please see the language upgrade guide. You must switch to English XT.
お姉ちゃん、もし何かあっても。
Now, man, switch to English AU. That's the correct way.
私の手を掴んで離さないでね。未来もしっかり握って。 何があっても話さないから。
Yes, she will. Time for Mira to die. Or I guess die for the first time. And then we kill her later. Wow, Mira died. I still love this enemy. Oh.
何これ。ここってこんなのまでいるんですか。未来走って。
Whoa. Hey.
未来。あれ、お姉ちゃん。
Bye, Mirai. See you in a couple of a couple of chapters.
未来。未来。未来。
You know, we've seen this cutscene like twice already. It would be nice if we get to skip past this when we go into the next New Game Plus. I'm genuinely sick of seeing Mirai die. I've seen this fucking cutscene too many times now. Just go to the new part of the story.
約束したのに。
Alright, we lose our memory again, of course.
私って何？
But then Kuon shows up and is like, no, don't lose your memory.
あれ、わからない。
No, everything's clearly blue.
何も。自意識をつなぎ止めて。私は。
I have no idea what you guys are talking about in chat.
魂の隅々から自分が自分である証をかき集めて。私は。
That's right, I need to find my little sister.
そうだ、妹を見つけに行かないと。見つけてもう一度手をつながないと。そう、確固たる自意識があれば、理念が活性化していれば。
Okay.
汝の名は何を望む？
Heraclitus.
私はレイ、畑田レイ。
主畑田レイ。我は守護者ヘラクレイトス。汝の心を映す鏡なり。
Yeah.
この力の一辺、祝福として受け取るがいい。
Receive the blessing. Woo! We are now an anime girl with horns.
ケン、それに今のは一体。これって私に戦えってことですか？
Exactly.
無視ですか？そうですか。待ってて。
Woo!
すぐ行くからね。
I checked on it. Of course she... Yes, okay. She has fingerless gloves. Of course she does. Lovely. Why except her index finger? That's strange. But yeah, totally Suisei style gloves. Absolutely.
記憶を内包し、 世界と時間を超えるほどの輝き。
Oh yeah, her sword does look pretty cool.
二つのアレセイヤ。
What the fuck is Alisaia?
異なる時間から世界の境界を越えてもなおその輝きはすべてを記録し続ける。
I guess Alisaia is like a timeline that's been collected or something. That was the first timeline. And that was the second timeline. Okay.
こんな世界がでも
Means truth in
いい
Latin.
えだからこそ
Uh-huh. I could see that being where it's going. Because, like, the final boss in the previous route was called Aristotle. So I'm sure they're going to throw some Latin in there as well.
今はまだ奴らの目から隠さないと不完全な存在でしかない私にできることは
I wonder if you're finally going to actually talk to Ray.
だけど願わくばこれ以上悲しみの記憶が刻まれないことをあなたを蝕む悪意の正体を見つけ出してレイ姉さん
God, I love it every time Killen says that. Should be time for another time skip. Yeah, I was seeing a clip where she was working on that. That was so fucking awesome. I love how much they just, like, make fun of their CEO. Rip dead dog. Do.
ありがとうセレマ
Who's calling? Is it Kokoro?
久しぶりやなレイちゃんココロさん全く久しぶりではないです
Okay, so we're taking back off over just after we killed our dog. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess that dog died and then we killed the dog again. Because that's what this game does. Everything has to die at least twice. When Coco made a soundboard out of Yagu's voice clips, I saw somewhere that she got me, wait. I saw somewhere that she got me I'm going to have to watch more Coco because she's clever.
もう本当に許してください恥ずかしくて死にそうですそうやねレイちゃんの
Wait, has Ray always been wearing a choker? Have I just not noticed that?
って言うても用事があって
Wow, I'm blind.
声が聞きたかっただけやから
I think she's always had that choker on.
安心したわ普段のレイちゃんや
Wow. Wow, I'm fucking stupid.
ココドさんそれじゃあ長話しても悪いからレイちゃんは妹の未来ちゃんの魂に追いついて読みちは何があってもアナムネシスにこの手で復讐するまだお互い目的を果たしたわけちゃうしこの先も大変なことがたくさんあると思うけどこれからもよろしくねレイちゃん
よろしく。
はい 心さん。
This is the last time you'll be happy, Ray.
そこは心姉さんの方が前か。じゃどうそうや。よかったらあの二人にも声聞かせてあげて。きっとうちみたいに心配してるよ。
Are we gonna call him straight away? No. Pekoda then had a Minecraft collab with Coco,
第6章
Botan, and Muna to unveil Pekodan, but they all kept getting distracted by Coco's masterpiece looming in the background. Oh, that's awesome.
少し整理しましょう。
I love that. That's amazing. Damn it, Coco. That server is absolutely insane. There is so much stuff built on that over time. I don't think there's anything super exciting here that we've got. Oh no. I want to go sentiments. I think it was Botan who said that. I'll stick with that. I've not even bothered with the rings we have here. I have so many here that I just haven't even bothered to look at what they do. Okay, we have a new B Machina, a new beloved stigma. Sentiments that are tormenting my heart is a game stat. Basically. Yeah, so as we kill, as we destroy souls in purgatory, we collect basically their whatever's tormenting their heart, and we can use that to go and upgrade our gear. Empty love, is that better than what we have? That is better. Oh, both of those are better, I think. No, the mirror image is better than that one, but self-sacrifice is better than these two. Okay, so we'll go. So if we go and swap out that one for this one. That lowers her magic defense. Actually, we don't even use Kokoro, so we're not gonna bother with you. We'll put that one on D, and then you're on Just Feeling End? Huh. Put that on you, I guess. Do we have something better for Nanana? No. Okay, sell the gear now. We'll keep those to upgrade. Yeah, we can. Okay, we can upgrade that one. Awesome. So if we unequip the mirror image from Nanana, switch on Death Endpoint, I guess. Go into the organize, fuse, and then we can fuse those together. Cool. I locked it somehow. I didn't know you could do that. Huh. And we don't have enough broken thoughts of joy to upgrade that one. Okay, too bad. I guess I'll buy some in the area or something along those lines. Yeah, that'll work out. Cool. New singularity. And guess we'll just go through the phone calls and then I guess end off the stream probably. So I don't have to do these as soon as I start the next Crystar stream. Oh, God.
ああ、問題ない。むしろ こちらからかけようと考えていたところだ。よかった。謝りたくて。
What would you do if Nux appeared in chat and told you he'd donate a red super chat if you showed him your browser history? Mate, you can fucking see my browser history. I've accidentally showed it in some videos before, actually.
そんなことか。
Do you know why? Because I use 2 different browsers. Yeah.
謝罪の言葉はすでに聞いたし、問題ないと答えたのも本心からだよ。
Yeah, the trolling streamers things is absolutely amazing.
上手ではないし。
Actually, I think the only thing you would see in my browser is just like a list of Pixiv stuff.
切実でひたむきに
Yeah,
行動
that's
す
the
る。
only thing you would see.
それが例の正義なんだろう。
Brody occasionally doxes himself, do I? What have I shown?
方法はまずかったが、純真さ
I
は
don't think I've
素
shown
敵だ
anything
った。
that serious.
そう言っていただけるのは嬉しいです。でも、
Nothing besides like an IP address, and I just reset my router and it
きっ
fixes
と
that.
正義なんて呼べるものではないです。正義の意味は人それぞれだ。どんな考えであろうと、生きる上での指針になるのであれば、十分。
Also, if you know what university I go to, that's like not much of a secret. Like you can find it very easily out there. No, you won't find those on my main browser at least.
私は賢治の父を見て、正義とは定められた法やルー
Yes,
ル
I,
に遵守すること
I know
だと
exactly
言
what
った。
sites we're talking about here. Oh, raising up packages? Ah, well,
1年前のバス事故で亡く
I
な
don't
った
think
母は
I've shown
父と
my
は考え
address
が
on one
合
of
わな
those
かったよ
though.
うだが
I think I've always blanked it out.
だからこそ変国という世界においてルールを逸脱して魂を食らう勇気を許すことはできない。
But I definitely know I've leaked my IP address before, but that's fine. I don't have a static IP, so I don't fucking care.
私はみんなと共に戦うことにためらいはない。
You know exactly what
正
PO
義
would
を
refer
成してい
to.
る自負があ
You
る
know
から
exactly what site that would be.
レイも自分の妹を大切に思っている考えを正義と定め、胸を張ってその意志を貫けばいい。そう言ってもらえると。もう少し話していたいが、どうやら順番が来たようだ。そろそろ失礼するよ。
Time for your ramen.
もしかして病院ですか？ラーメン屋だ。いつか聞いたラーメンが好きって本当だったんですか？ああ。緊張感のある自らの意志との戦いが好きでな。ラーメン屋なんですよね。そうだ。だがこの店は大盛りを売りにしていて、食べ残しが厳禁であると法令で定めている。いつ来ても一切慣れない山盛りとの激闘が私の精神力を
Bought
鍛え
herself
てくれ
some
るんだ。
some of that monster ramen.
法令、多分それ店内の張り紙ですよね。どんなものであっても
Fucking
法を破ることは
10 kilos of
私の
pork.
正義に反する。
It's like you can't even get to 10 kilos of pork and beans. Can't even get to the ramen.
では行ってくる。生き残ることができれば天国でまた会おう。はい。頑張ってください。
Gambatte kudasai. One more call. We have none of those phone call. Do-do.
もしもし、やっほー。ただい
Yahoo!
まおかけになった番号は77だよ。例です。気になってたんだけど、変国って電波とか充電とか。例のことが大好きだから、そんなの全然気にならないよね。
Why can't we just ignore? We refuse to talk about why Nanana has a phone and how it manages to work.
そういうことじゃなくて。
Why are they also white? I think Ray's the worst. Okay, to be fair with Ray, she has established multiple times that the only thing she eats is potatoes. So my presumption is Ray is incredibly malnutritioned.
それね、どうしたのレイ？
Yeah, obviously. I don't think none of those very white.
お礼を言いたくて私のせいで
I don't think Sen's that pale, is she?
もう一度
Okay, to be fair with Sen, Sen did just come out of a coma. So she was in the hospital for like a month.
ありがとう
So,
ななな
on her part, that's fine. I can see that. Yeah, now it looks like Kuro. Yes, a little bit.
いいよ
She's not as dark as Nagatoro
ナ
though.
ナナの方勇気のナナナを受け入れてくれたんだからねでもそれは
It
あな
bothers
た
you.
のことを利用しようとしたのかもそうなの
そうなの？
正直に言うと自分でもその時の
That's fine, I don't care. I just want to be with
で
Ray.
もやましい気持ちが全くなかったわけじゃないと思うナナナは昔の生きてた頃のことは覚えてないよでもね昔は昔今のナナナ
Are
は
we actually going to find out about Nanana's past now? It's been hinted at a bunch of times.
ナナナは例のことが大
We have to find out in this route. This is the last
自分で
route.
もわからないけどね
Well, look, okay, if you know anything about the Fate world, yeah, there are many ways that you can share mana. Like, there's a reason why Fate Stay Night is an eroge.
だからナナナは思うんだけど今の
Because
例が
the most
ナナナ
direct
のことを
method
どう思ってる
is
かだよね
semen.
大切なのは
Actually, the most direct method is a blood transfer, but, like, semen works as well.
ナナナは勇気だけど友達だと思ってる
Aww.
心からだったらナナナはこれからもレイが大切にしていることのために頑張るよ友達のために戦うのはとってもエンジョイなことだよね
I don't think we got to hear her say enjoy in that entire last chapter.
またレイにお礼言われちゃったよきっと未来ちゃんを助けることができたらレイとナナナは最高にエンジョイでエキサイティングだよねうん天国でみんなのこと待ってるね
Aww. I kind of want Nanana to be revived at the end rather than Mirai. That would be nice.
新しい試練を追加しておいたぞ天国も中間層を過ぎた準備ができたら向かう
It's only taken 3 hours and 40
くれぐれも
minutes.
油断はせぬことじゃ
Enjoy the exciting dayo. Fnatic 3. Oh, Kokoru's pretty pale, I guess. But nah, Ray is just malnutritioned. That's her problem. We don't have new costumes. They didn't give us another one for Route 3. That's no fun. Damn.
休養も必要なことですから
We have 400,000 of the currency because you don't need to spend money in this game. Cool. I'm gonna go talking head. That was a fun stream. This is a fun game. I like it. Oh, I'll give you a better look at the plaque now that we're out of the game. Here you go. Wow. Here you go. Fancy. Also, you get to see my middle name. There you go. Brody Raymond John Robertson. 3.5 hours. About 3 hours and 40 minutes. So, about the same length as it always is. This game, for whatever reason, Crystar just works out perfectly for a nearly 4-hour stream. Or chapters just typically line out to be about that long. I don't know how this game manages to do it, but it works out nicely. So when we play something else, it's not going to be as as neat of a ending. We're probably going to be ending like in the middle of like cutscene, or in the middle of like, I guess, important quests and stuff, not in the middle of a cutscene. But yes, my chair is fucking falling apart. Maybe you should buy a gamer chair. No, I didn't do office chair. My or maybe I could like replace the, or put some like cover over the armrest or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's almost 2 o'clock and I am hungry. I'm gonna make some lunch. Tomorrow there will be a Dead Cell stream at 8 p.m. my time. Saturday there will be a stream. Don't know what it is. We'll end on Goofy getting hit on the head by a rock. We could do, yeah. Yeah, maybe. That would be a nice way to end it. Just Goofy died. Watching the JRPG plot was interesting. It's kind of ruining my YouTube suggested videos, though. Suddenly tons of anime in it. Yes, anime will destroy all of your suggested. It was fun, though, not bad having the background while programming. Oh, nice. I'm the sort of person who likes to have, like, dead silence when I work, or, like, music, maybe. Talking sort of throws me off trying to work. But, hey, if you enjoyed it, that's cool. I won't tell people what they shouldn't enjoy. So yeah, I don't have anything to say, to be completely honest. Oh, there was a thing you sent in the Discord, wasn't there? Oh my lord. Do not play a damn ad? Okay, it's not an ad. I'm gonna show you that thing that Runson just sent before. No, go away. Get off my screen. Go back to where you're supposed to be. There we go. Cool. Here we go. What is this? What? What is this?
A fruit Ross. It is me. It's still.
Why?
It's still me. It's still me. It's still me. Except I have artist knowledge.
Okay, that's adorable. I love fruit. She's precious. What is this? Oh god. Okay, sure. VTuber Bob Ross. Perfect. Yeah. I don't have anything to say. Anyway, we're gonna end it there before I start, like, saying nothing, because that's what happens. Live stream over. I'm gonna play the outro. Yes, I'm gonna do that. However I do that, that's how we do it. There we go.